Welcome back, everybody, to another Grand Slam Gaming commentated TTS Battle Report. Today we have a throwback to the first stream we ever did on our channel. It's Death Guard taking on the Necrons. So if you are new to these videos, while two of our GSG members pilot these armies, two other GSG members will commentate over the game, explain what's going on, and respond to your questions in chat, keep things interesting for you. You'll still hear the players, but the focus for them will be on playing the game. So if you enjoy these streams, please give us a like and subscribe to the channel so you get updated when we go live with these twice weekly battle reports, as well as our other 40K based videos. And feel free to comment in the chat with any matchups you would like to see or improvements you'd like to see to the stream. With that said, our Death Guard player today is going to be Dustin, bringing some demon allied Death Guards. So Dustin, would you like to take us through your list?
Yeah, hey everybody, I'm playing Taliban Summoners, as Eric said, the Demon Detachment for Death Guard, alongside Paragons of Putrescence, giving me access to priority assets and some pretty cool strats and abilities. This is honestly quite a bit of a test list to see if I can make something work for Death Guard. Not really in the best spot currently, but we'll see what I can get done.
Awesome. And taking on Dustin's Demon Death Guard will be Dylan, a lot of Ds today, playing his Necrons. Dylan, would you like to take us through your list?
Yeah, hi. Good to be back. I'm playing Hypercrypt and Hand of Dynasty. Mainly just taking Hand for the sticky on my Immortals. The goal is to try and just be as mobile as possible. Get actions done whenever they become necessary, and hopefully use my dev wounds to put enough damage through stuff like the Defiler and Goos.
Great. That does it for the introductions. So players, go ahead and mute the commentators, roll off, see who goes first, and get the game going.
Cool. Alrighty.
I got a 4.
I got a 1.
Right. So sounds like we will have some Death Guard going first. If it wasn't clear, I am Eric. Lamb is joining me on the commentary desk today. So Lamb, what's your thoughts on this game? What are we in store for?
Well, I was thinking that I feel like the Necrons actually have a very good matchup here. If he got the chance to go first, but I think that now that we've seen the die roll, I think Dustin is pretty happy to be going first, so he can stage a little bit before the Necrons start running it, pressing W in his general direction. What are your thoughts? Who do you think is the more favored one?
Let's see. We've got some cards going out here.
Draw Grievous.
Grievous and defend. Grievous won't work.
Assassinate, you're not Grievous below.
Yeah, no,
eligible.
I have no Grievous.
Wait.
Actually, is it 13?
This year, yeah.
Yeah, I do have one.
Oh, it does have one.
So I'm not doing any secondaries.
Ah, okay. So Grievous and Assassinates. Interesting. Yeah, so we see our first secondaries, and then also while they're getting going, here is the primary matchup. So Dustin will have to do an action on a terrain area that is within Dylan's territory. Importantly, that means not wholly within, just within. Also wants to kill a unit and then wants to hold an objective. And also he gets a bonus 10 points if he holds Dylan's home objective by the end of the game. A little tough for Death Guard, obviously, as they're not the fastest army, but if you can get it done, it's definitely worth a lot of points. Interestingly, Dylan gets 4 points for every objective he holds that is not his home objective, so it's kind of like take and hold adjacent. And then he also wants to control a central objective, or the central objective here, there's only one, and he also wants to destroy units within terrain areas. And then he also gets a little primary buff if Dustin is not within his territory at the end of the game. So that is kind of what our players are playing over. To answer your question from a bit ago, I think I would tend to favor the death card a bit, but I think it's going to be an interesting game where the Dustin said, he's kind of playing some demons. He's kind of experimenting with the list, so it's not necessarily tried and true. And then there's always just the shenanigans that can come with a monolith, with things teleporting and moving around and being tough to tie down. So I think we're in for an interesting game. I would just, if I had to bet, I would bet on the death guard here. But I think we're in for a good one.
Actually, start the game on the table.
Absolutely. There's these are some really interesting primary missions.
It just gets rid of some stuff.
The take and hold player really wants to push ahead as aggressively as possible. That's why having the first turn here was actually super relevant for him, because now he isn't getting rope bumped, but now he has to step over the Nurglings to start the conversation. But
yep.
Yeah, we'll see what he wants to do. But search and scour. I mean, you can score a lot of points in your primaries if you can just cover the table with your guys. And then Vanguard Operation is actually a bit of a tough primary because you kind of have to do everything. You can only score 10 points a turn.
Yep.
Right.
You do have that potential 10 bonus at the end to kind of make up for it. But yeah, it is a fair point. They only max if they do everything without that 10. It's only 46 points because you can score 6 in round 1 and then 10 each in rounds 2, 3, 4, and 5. So yeah, they don't have a ton of margin for error unless they're able to get that big 10 push at the end.
Yeah, and the activation. I mean, you can see from the activation count between the Necrons and the Death Guard, there's a pretty major activation disparity. Like the Death Guard is gonna have a real hard time, like committing multiple units to taking down something, in addition to pressing buttons, in addition to standing in places, and in addition to having large models that are difficult to move. So really looking forward to see how Dustin maneuvers around to try to get value with these super elite, super large units.
And yeah, also while we were talking through the game there, we had a very fast turn 1. Dustin just moved forward, hit his button, and
2 CP this turn for Imhotep.
Pass turn. No secondaries done. Did not discard either one for a CP. It doesn't look like. So yeah, just very quick. And then we had Dylan drawing assassination, so they both have assassination, and engage on all fronts. So nothing super easily scoreable turn 1 drawn by either player. But they're moving right along. Kind of like you said, Dustin just wanted to stage, kind of get his position up, get things forward. He's not going to try and go anything crazy to go kill things.
Kill them, they regenerate to full.
Yep. Didn't get any crazy
end of the phase
secondaries or anything to really go out and do. So he just hit his 1 button and pass turn. I don't think we're going to see too much different from Dylan, but I could be wrong as well. I think it might be a little cagey before things actually start popping up.
Yeah, so the issue with going second here with the Death Guard is that you don't really have units that can go and clear chaff. So like those flay ones are going to be like in your face, and you're going to have to like send something real up there to like clear them off before you can stage to rapid ingress your ghouls behind the central objective. But by going first, he's able to stage up with the Nurglings and force the Necrons to interact with them before they're able to push past. Because what Dylan would do if he went first, he would just full send. He would push his whole army forward to prevent the ghouls from coming in wherever they feel like.
Yeah, and it's also important to note here that Dylan, to score his primary turn 1, he needs to control the central objective, which isn't too difficult to do as Dustin only has 3 OC on. And Dylan currently has 3 as well, so he can just move 1 more flayed one. But he also does want to kill something that's touching a terrain area, which he has some options here with the Nurglings. The Beast probably isn't too easy to get to, the Chaos Spawn, but that will be what he is trying to do if he's trying to get all of his points here turn 1.
This is actually a really dirty position. This is a really good position for Dylan. If he gets this charge on those Nurglings, he can easily clear those off with the Deceiver and then stage the Deceiver in that little L on the side, and pretty uninteractable. That Defiler cannot see him next turn. So we already saw him measuring his 12-inch move, so he's not able to toe into the objective with a 12-inch move.
Is there any way I can
so if that Deceiver just clears off that unit of Nurglings, he's pretty safe behind that L.
Yeah, I don't think he guaranteed clears them all, but it depends on what else he puts through.
That is not measuring correctly.
If he shoots
it's the only unit he can interact.
But yeah.
It's quite the charge, probably 7.
If he shoots, then there's the chance that he fails the charge, though, so he might not do that. But it's only 8 attacks, and he needs two to go through to kill an Nurgling. And
Making me think.
so
Well, you want to string them out a little bit, so I think you just charge them on the far end with the flayed ones, and then charge them on the other far end with the deceiver. And then,
Definitely
He
can.
really wants to move this turn
Yep.
now.
and then now you got your deceivers on the point. You just need to not get heroic by the
Alright, we'll
Beast of
go for it.
Nurgle. Probably, I don't even think he does that. Anyways.
Probably not the smartest idea, but
he might just to kill the flayed ones
that's me.
potentially, but we'll see what line Dylan is
anything,
taking.
I'll just go for the Nurglings.
Yep. Actually, this is a really good
Nurglings.
position because because he can even shoot those Nurglings with the heavy Locust Destroyers, and regardless of which side he pulls, it's always bad
Do I do that now?
because he can pull the ones off
He
the
has
middle.
somebody who can
and
go. Yep.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
got long range.
So
That's a lot of damage too.
yeah, that monolith cannot leave that place ever until the Defiler moves. It's just completely pinned. It can
That'll
never
be my
move
movement.
until the
Okay.
until the Defiler moves. It's
We'll
just
just go to shooting.
there's no safe place for it.
The one shot I
Yeah,
can get off.
Dylan definitely has to be weary of it. The Defiler doesn't really one turn the monolith
Can
too likely though either.
I-
Oh
can
really?
actually
Oh, it
do
doesn't. Oh, I guess
that.
it's not an EC
Multiple
Defiler, huh?
rounds.
Yeah, I mean it can. It's just
I guess
certainly
the
not
destroyer subline
a
is
guarantee.
Okay, we'll just do some shooting at the Nurglings.
is the
We'll start
concern.
with the
But you
start
still
with
don't want to just put it on the open
destroyers.
and let it get shot either.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll start with the
And,
Doomsday.
Also, somewhere
Alright,
Ricardo
starting
is
with the
raging at the fact that they left the table quarters up.
Anything
But
modifying?
nevertheless, we
Minus
got some
one hit.
shooting going out.
Or anything? I think you definitely have cover. Actually, I can't see that whole model.
We're shooting the DDA here.
Yeah. The ones that are on terrain are hidden correctly. So.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if
that's
it was
right. Oh, okay,
possible
okay, so
for
it's-
him. I mean, it definitely was. I think, unless yeah,
So 3.
I feel like this he could have been had all of them hidden because they're
Oof, that's unfortunate.
yeah it's infantry, beast, and swarm, so
Sue's right.
did not need
T3
these
or
Nurglings
something.
to be
Yep.
shot here.
Yeah, unfortunately, letting this
3
deceiver charge him
84.
is also really bad. So I would just pull pull the one near the deceiver.
100%.
I'm really scared of the deceiver staging behind this L. That would be so bad.
Spend 1 CP to bring it back.
And
Oh,
then
just wipes the whole unit.
that works
Easy.
for him. And yep,
Alright.
That was my only shoot.
those
Sure.
Nurglings, as Dustin said, he
Once
has the
again.
ability to spend a CP and bring his Nurglings back, which he did. So they are up in the
7.
up in the sky, ready to drop down yet again.
That is really awkward. That's actually probably the worst case scenario for Dylan because this deceiver.
No, he
is
doesn't
just
get to
dead now.
move, and the deceiver's out in the open.
All right. That is my.
Yeah, I mean, it's a
turn.
Catan. It's not dead now, but
I do score
Catans are never dead, no
primary
matter what you
for
point.
one time. Yes.
Well, this is also a safe 9-inch charge, so the ghouls can
That's
deep
right.
strike here and just take a 9-inch charge for and not care at all.
Here you
Super
go.
safe.
Again, and burn.
All right, we're flying right along up to turn 2. So we got Beacon and Burden, the two select things to live. B second.
Very good.
for Dustin.
Very good.
We
Yeah,
can-
so this is a
so
really good
burden,
position
and
for
do this
Dustin
piece
now
here,
because
this piece here. And we'll just do this piece
Dylan
here,
essentially
and
didn't
then
move up his army.
Beacon, I'll do.
And that's what he wants. He wants the Necron to be in their deployment zone for as long as possible, so he can bring in his demons wherever he feels
spawn, I
like.
guess.
Yeah, get everything nice and tucked away.
Command phase, control one or more objectives. You, because I hold my natural.
Yeah, very fast turn 1 though. Neither player
Mhm.
doing a whole lot. Not surprising.
You can
but
hold priority asset.
It's just who blinks first, who gets forced into the
And
commit
turn
first.
2.
Yep. And this turn is actually super good for Dustin. He doesn't have to do anything here. He just cleared these flayed ones off, press this button, gets his 10 points, and call it a day.
Yep.
And then rapid ingress, one of the ghouls on Dylan's turn, and then
Yep, he'll just have to decide who's beaconing, who's burdening, and things of that
Yep,
nature.
Yep.
The only assassinate that he really has an option at would be the deceiver if he was able to grab him. I don't really think I think he's actually
Nah.
fairly safe there.
Yeah, no, there's no reason to interact
Yeah.
with him.
Yeah.
Because if you bring your Defiler all the way down here, he's gonna have to spend a turn to get back there, get back to where he's good, where he's safe. So it's just
Yeah,
not
it's
worth
also
putting
just
him
the
down this.
we mentioned just the EC defiler, man, and the advance and shoot.
No.
poor
Yeah.
this poor bastard only moves 12 inches. Couldn't be me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Dustin's moving. I didn't hear him pick anything or mark anything, so I'm not sure exactly what the burdens and the
I'm
beacons
guessing-
are.
Advance.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's burden, and then
Down there.
I mean, it could just be
Burden for
Beast
his
of
home.
Nurgle, Beast of
I see
Nurgle,
the
Beast of
one.
Nurgle, and
Beast
then
of Nurgle.
I don't know who
bird.
I don't know who the
I am
the-
no beast of
Yeah.
burden.
I don't know who his beacon's going to be though. I don't know what unit he expects to get out of his deployment zone or into the opponent's territory and live
Can
immediately.
you beacon something in reserves?
No, you cannot.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, if only. A
It's gotta
Guo,
be the
please.
crab, right? Gotta be the crab. No.
Yeah, you'd have to push him up a little bit though, because it has to be at least out of your deployment zone, and these guys were on Crucible, so he would have to be at least up on his. Yeah, so he's moving back into his deployment zone now as it is. Yeah, I didn't hear him say maybe he did pick something.
Well, he's got 5 turns to make his way up there, So
That's true. You don't have to score it now. I mean, it's always nice to score it now, but don't have to.
yep, here we are. Suffering the success of trying to shoot those Nurglings.
Beast of
Yeah.
Nurgle, Beast of Nurgle, Beast of Nurgle. I'm noticing a trend.
Yeah, the DDA way overperformed, suffering from
That's
success.
slow or awful.
Losing the heavy score packs would be devastating here.
Do you have any like defensive strats in melee?
I don't believe so. I'll double check for you, but I'm pretty sure I don't have anything.
Oh.
Charge phase.
We're just trying to get the firing deck.
I have a Forp Invul for my monolith. That's
Yeah, it looks like he might be doing something. Yeah, firing decking these flayed ones so the
Okay.
spawn aren't forced to be the only thing that kills them. He definitely wants to knock those off.
And you can uppy downy anything.
Yeah, anything
like anywhere.
as long as it's not engaged, and then it's they go into strat reserves, and then I can spend a CP for deep strike or like deep strike adjacent.
I love
yeah,
both players
So I can
have
spend a CP for 6-inch deep strike. but
Red
they
Terror
can't
on their
charge.
side. One person has a Red Terror of Nurgle with wings. The other one has a monolith.
It's true. Yeah,
Which also lets
And
things
then
comes
comes
out in
with
6
deep strike.
inches.
yeah. There's a lot of
So-
6-inch deep striking. There's a lot of
Use it, but
things coming
Small
back. There's
levels.
things getting pulled into the monolith, so they're teleported out of where they were.
Monolith was the original reason why millions of people around the world fell in love with Warhammer 40K.
How can you not love this model? Just this just giant building
Alright,
looking thing. Just
um,
this exists in the same game as
we're
like
gonna
a
do-
Acadian guardsman for sure.
That's my movement. You want to do anything?
Yeah, and when they ported it to
don't have
like up to date plastic, they changed so little. They're like, yep, the original
That's
design
right, I was
just
gonna
just
shoot
slaps.
blade ones.
No changes needed.
Already did it. Yep. Nailed it in
Firing
one.
deck.
So yep, we have the Rhino shooting into these flayed ones
The,
here.
2 flamers.
I think
Overall,
I'm,
he had another pretty cagey turn. Just dropped those Nurglings, moved some things up, adjusted the
Yep,
defiler.
get his 10
Please.
points.
Yep. Move along.
8,
Yep.
-2 on the flayed ones.
Yeah. Unfortunately for Dylan, this is like
1/6.
the
Yes.
the thing that the Death Guard really doesn't want is
Okay.
for the
Good
Necrons to
lord.
shove.
2 die.
Any one of those
Six
guys.
sixes on 8 saves.
Apparently.
Vulture,
It
Swarm.
might be better. Get the spawns into a better position.
Until he
Like,
leaves
even
one
one
alive and he
alive.
fails the charge. Which we're
One more
rapidly
left.
approaching too. Don't know why you definitely
Oh,
should
pull from the other side.
Yeah, definitely pull from the other.
1 to -1.
He's gonna leave one alive. Not even.
Oh!
How many sixes? This guy.
Charges.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, spawn.
They're in the
Make it.
never punished.
Oh, we're not gonna shoot the heavy score pack.
The heavy score pack.
No piling.
The
These-
defiler stage to shoot the heavy score pack.
Sick.
I don't think
He's on the
anything's.
terrain.
Oh, the destroyers there. Yeah, I'm not sure.
minus
I guess
The heavy destroyers.
3 -2.
not sure. Maybe he
Seems-
forgot and he's gonna do it
Oh,
later. I don't
maybe
know. We do get the flayed
Oh,
ones.
sorry.
All
Actually,
right, big
these
money.
here as well.
Yeah, you're fine.
We just
Head on
pop 3 inches
primary.
back, chilling.
Beacon
Yep.
and burner ongoing. I still have previous blow and assassinate.
Dylan really needed to push up. Like, I mean, I knew he was
Easy.
afraid of losing some units, but this Death Guard list is not very killy. You just need to put your guys into his side of the
Enemy
board. That's it. That's the name of the game.
Yep.
Yeah, he's still got so many points off the table. He's got that full Plague Marines and that Rhino, the Defiler stage back. He's just scoring and taking it kind of chill. We have another
These are the
beacon.
best 2 turns. Yep, 2 best turns he could have asked for.
Yeah, he does not want to get the party started. He wants to let Dylan do that for him.
Yep. So far, he's lost 1 CP. He hasn't even lost the Nurglings. He's lost 1 CP.
Yep, correct. Yeah, it's funny. We have the ability on here to mark when
well,
units die, and I didn't even mark the Nurglings dead because he just brought them
He's
back.
just
So
Okay.
on we go.
Yep. Yep.
Touching here.
Depending on
And
which
then-
angle, it might be
yep,
on
we
the
have
ground.
Dylan, who still has, who just got beacon and defend stronghold, and he still
What
has
does
engaged on all
common
fronts
card
and
go down to now?
assassination.
I haven't actually seen
12
anybody
inch.
use it.
12-inch slown up, basically.
Okay.
If I'm being obscured
Holding
by
the middle
dense
here
terrain,
would have given him
then it is 12
7
inch instead of 15.
instead of 4.
Okay.
But
Well, the middle
there
he
was
scores
really
at
no-
the end of his turn, so he still can do it. It would have given him another 4 points though if he still held it,
Does not get to be.
because he scores 4 for holding each objective. So, in terms of his primary, he now wants to go take the middle back,
Well, I forgot to
kill a
shoot the
unit off of
Defiler
it,
into
ideally.
These destroyers.
yeah, but last turn the destroyers could have been
I mean, I'll let
staged
you
up
do it.
behind this middle, like, and
you
still
want to.
uninteractable. There.
Yeah, I mean, I moved him here for that, but
Not taking advantage
Yeah.
of this little spot back here behind the middle central objective,
mean-
where you can put guys that can't be
Yeah,
shot
go
from the other
for
side. Is
And now we are getting
one turn behind.
the takey backsy that we you called out. The Defiler is going to shoot his shots
full
into
all right.
reuse.
the destroyers.
So
Yeah, killing these will be
One death saving
pretty
for
bad
damage.
for Dylan, because
And
that's
5
like a
saves on
third
this
of his
one.
anti-tank.
Yeah, they definitely were exposed for no real
This
reason.
one puts me on a 4, so 1 fail. And the dev is 3 damage. Or are they both 3 damage?
about 3 damage.
Killed
yeah.
one with 2 guns to
Killed one.
go.
Your toughness 6.
Yeah, these things are 48 inches.
4
um,
-1.
They should either be in reserves
Save all.
or they should be pretty far back. Like, they should not be peeking to kill Nurglings. They should be peeking to
2 at
shoot.
-3.
at tanks.
Put that
Dylan
in
is
safety.
Necroning very hard so far in his saves, though.
Yeah, 3
Not
damage
anymore,
each.
though.
Used it.
Oh,
Both gone.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, you're
300-point
Mhm.
unit versus 120-point unit.
Actually, with the
330, but yes.
Not an amazing amount.
They keep putting up, and I keep keeping it in my list. So
I mean, you fly
Hmm.
anyways, but yeah.
Yeah, but
Like, it doesn't really matter how much a
He's actually
Rogodorn is.
fly.
Like, your army is only
Yeah, he
playable
does.
with Rogodorn in it. So so you're just gonna take a Rogodorn no matter what.
You
Like,
might have to
it doesn't
take
matter
these
if it's
guys to go around
you know,
this fucking
15% more expensive than it should be. Same with
Once
Morven
you
Vol,
go,
right?
like,
Like,
this way.
yep, yeah. you just,
Whatever it is, I'm-
Vol's coming.
Oh,
I don't know what else to tell
Which
you.
objective I control.
I think, like you guys asked me during the last data slate, the answer is how expensive does Morven Vol have to get before I don't take her? The answer is I just don't play sisters at that point, probably.
Yep,
Oh, yeah, beacon.
Yeah, the whole army's sort of designed around it, so it is what it
Yeah.
is.
We don't
I
leave
guess
home
just
without mom.
the
Yeah.
Immortals?
Real quick though, while Dylan is thinking through his turn, I just want to call out a couple things real quick. We've been
Quite
mentioning
in
this,
advance to
but
get all outside of
GSG is
my
running a
territory.
TTS RTT next weekend,
full
August
6
29th.
inch
So if you're
advance.
interested in playing with us, playing on stream, because we're going to have one of the tables for the RTT be on stream, go ahead and sign up. The information is in the Discord.
Gauge I should.
We've got a few people going. We have up to 24 seats. Not necessary that we're going to fill all of them, but everybody that we do have along will have a full RTT from the comfort of their home and can potentially play on stream with us. So
can get there.
Check out the description, like I mentioned, if you're interested.
But I can't see though. Oh, well, a finger might be able to.
Yeah, I'll be playing in that one. It's gonna be pretty fun.
Have to see.
Three TTS games in one day. Just getting that stamina up.
The nerve.
And then in the chat, Jacob Stevens, it's August 29th, so next Saturday.
These guys don't need to do.
Not the one that is in 2 days, but the Saturday after that.
So the Immortals will advance.
All the information is on the Best Coast link. You can also join our Discord and get the information there as well. Ask us any questions. You will have to join the Discord to play in the TTS tournament, because that is where we're going to have the rooms and whatnot. But yeah, Lamb's going to be playing. I know we're going to have a couple other GSG people playing. I will likely be commentating, but I'm looking forward to that event. Should be fun to have some stream games with some stakes and see some people we don't always see and get the competitive juices flowing as we get ready to run our own in-person events. And
yeah, best case scenario, we just have some awesome players come and show us their mettle, and everyone learn a thing or two, and we have
the Doomsday will
we have a great time.
A bit.
Absolutely.
Maybe not too much.
Dylan, you gotta go. You don't just have guns; you also have armor that you can use to push into your opponent's face, so they can't bring in their strong guys. You can't stay in your deployment zone forever.
Score packs.
But if I stay in my deployment zone, then the Defiler's on the opposite side of me, you understand? It can't hurt me back here.
True.
Don't really think there's any way I can get within 24.
Right. The monolith.
We're going.
What a unit. Such a cool model, but yeah, where does he actually fit? What exactly do you see?
I can
only
make
moves
it
8.
Next turn, because I just wasn't tucked in this corner.
Oh, you're just gonna touch.
Where those locusts were, so he's going to be being shot by the
Defiler. I can't
Defiler.
reach, but if I stay here, he gets shot.
I do love this monolith just leaning on its side.
He's
leaning with it, rocking with it.
Turn. I mean, I could sit around and wait, but that's a bad idea.
Yeah, so from what I understand, the way it works is that he like pulls the score pack destroyers through it, and the destroyers get to deep strike within 6 inches, right? Like.
Yep.
8+1.
Yep. Or anything on the table. He can also like reset things from anywhere on the table as long as they're not engaged. They can set up. They basically make an ingress move within 6 inches of the monolith, but it's a regular ingress, so it has to be outside of 8 of everything.
I can spend
blah,
a
blah, blah.
CP to advance out of my teleport.
Oh, I see.
That's smart. Where's that strat?
Oh, so it's not so they don't come out within 6.1.
No, it's still an 8 inch. It's just within 6 inches of the monolith.
Oh.
Get rid of the beast. I need to
still just make a normal ingress move.
But the demon prince of Nurgle with the wings, that guy lets the ghouls come out in 6.
I can still do that after I move the monolith.
That is gross.
Yep. Yeah, Taliban Summoners, this Death Guard detachment's definitely had some play at the end of 10th edition. It's definitely got some interesting tricks, and just Rodigus and Guos are just good units, it turns out.
Ability with the monolith. Any infantry can just go to it.
Yep, we're doing this here.
The charge will cost me 2 CP to charge outside of teleporting.
Yep, normally can't charge, but if he spends 2 CP, he can make that charge.
Okay.
Does it actually? Let me make sure it doesn't require them to stay outside of deep strike. I think it's just outside of engagement.
It's outside of. It's an ingress move, so it is outside of 8. So it'll be a 9-inch charge.
It must be set up wholly within 6 of this unit and not.
Pay 2 CP for a 9-inch charge.
So just not engaged.
Yeah, I think he didn't read the rule right.
Is it? It's not a transport, because new transport rules you have to end as close as you can, right?
Only when it's exploded.
Only if it blows up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's only if it blows up?
Correct.
I did not know that. Stay on 3, cool. Actually, We'll switch these out for this guy.
I think you can. It says you can fit within 6, so you've got plenty of space.
Yeah, yeah. I just don't want.
Actually, I think he is right because the way it says this unit can
Mm.
make an ingress
Okay.
move, which is normally 8 inches, but it says it must be set up wholly within 6 of this unit and not engage with any enemy units. That wouldn't make any sense. The not engage wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah. If I'm paying 2 CP to charge
Yeah.
out of
It better be a 3-incher.
300-point model,
Yeah.
it better be a 3-incher. You know?
It better be.
How much is a monolith? Like 250, 300?
Because they're beasts. This guy will move now.
420.
Ooh. Speaking of which,
Real quick side quest for everybody now.
Finger does
Be
not
right
actually
back.
As far as I thought it did. See the beast. That's about it.
the
That's fine.
Deceiver pressing W.
They're staying. Okay, and all this stuff is just staying back here.
It's definitely Dylan making the first
You
commit,
didn't
or
stick
at
with your
least
home
putting
base,
his things out in the
No, I
you
did
know
not.
to be more exposed
Okay.
first.
I actually like this because then the ghouls can't come down here in rapid ingress.
True.
Like right in front of the
Oh, yeah.
So I actually don't hate this. I kind of like.
Yeah,
I mean,
assume, like,
he
nothing
might
made
be able
it,
to
so-
sneak one kind of
Yeah,
Well, you score
in
for being
between his
outside
home
your comfort zone,
objective
so-
and the
I guess,
middle,
yeah.
but he
Yeah.
won't be able to go
It's
to
probably
the
the Immortals,
kind of the
then, 'cause
left
they
side
would've
of
done
the
it
Chaos
had they
Rhino
made it, or
towards
had they
his
not.
expansion
Yeah,
because
yeah.
the Deceiver's kind of pushing it out
I
there.
guess.
Yeah. I mean, if that's what he meant to do, then that's actually really good because then he's forcing him to either drop on his expansion and walk
shooting.
up, or
We'll start
I'm
with
a
the
rapid.
Deceiver. Oh, you
Yep, gonna wrap it.
Yeah.
Unsurprising.
he's probably gonna wrap it up top
There.
there. There you go.
Demon Prince. Yep,
Big empty spot.
can send him to go try and kill these immortals off of his expansion, or
Yep.
go to the middle. He's got options to go.
Yep.
Which direction you can take from here?
I'm undeclarable from.
That man has wings. He does not care.
Yeah.
He'll,
that's
he'll he'll fly 12 inches into your home and start clobbering you.
fine. All right. Catan first into the Beast of Nurgle.
I have cover.
Do demon princes have like a -1 CP
Yeah, you
thing,
definitely should.
like captains do?
Threes.
The ones that do have it is in an aura. That's usually the footprints, though.
I have T9.
Oh,
which
okay.
is the case here for Death Guard as well. Their footprints gives a -1 CP within 12-inch aura.
Oh, cool.
The winged prince
T9. You're not a character, so
makes
plus.
if he ends a charge move, he one thing he uses an engagement with takes a battle
Solve
shock
that
at -1, and then he also forces a battle shock and more impactful desperate escapes. So I think this is more Demon Prince is cheaper than the footprints for
Yeah.
So he's just kind of, because the abilities really aren't that much to write home about
trees.
compared to the
Beasts get
footprints,
cover, don't they?
which you see a lot in the
T7.
Death
7,
Guards,
1,
Virulent
maybe 1.
Victorum, because they give him the feel no pain, and he's basically as hard to kill as Mortarion.
Nope. Damage.
Yep.
1 wound. Or 1 damage, sorry.
Takes 1. So it's down to 3.
And then
Chaos Spawn taking a wound.
what does the monolith into
tragedy.
them?
He advanced to shoot.
Oh,
Dylan's doing a
yeah.
pretty good job of
So that
developing
is
his
it then.
board, but
Charges.
definitely want to push up
okay,
more
so
units.
2
It just needs to get in there.
Yeah, as long as the monolith survives,
Surging.
he can kind of like
Gates.
redeploy his army
That's
really
fine.
quick through the monolith, right? But
Yeah.
there is kind of that, yeah, just he has a lot of units sitting on his home, just kind of vibing, waiting for their turn.
Like there's speed 5 guys. Like you gotta go. You know, like
Yeah,
start walking forward.
especially if Dustin's able to pop this monolith. Like Dylan has nothing in reserves right now. What's on the table is what he has, and then he has to start
6.
popping things through the monolith. If the
Maybe
monolith
here.
is dead, he can still uppy downy things, but only so much. And yeah, that's, we will see. He is decently online here to take the objective back and get his kill and still be ticking along.
Yep.
Defend stronghold ongoing. That should happen. Engage on all fronts. He probably gets to 3 here. Actually, probably I think the Deceiver already is, so he can tick that off. Assassination I'll have to wait on, so he's still gonna keep scoring. He'll keep things respectable, but he's also pushed enough things up that Dustin will be
He just has to wait
activating
closer,
in his
actually.
turn. because he has things
Yep.
to kill. At a very minimum, all of these scorebecs, he can try and start taking shots into the deceiver. He can
Is that still him too?
potentially try and kill the monolith, although I think with everything in front of him, he has to clear that out, as opposed to probably not killing the monolith, but we'll see what angle he wants to take. But he does have a decent amount of damage here with the Defiler and the Rhino.
No, it was an 8. It was a 9.
Yeah.
Deceiver fails on the Rhino.
Okay. Islands.
Yeah, this is not the worst. Not the worst, because like there's so many targets at this point for the Defiler. The Defiler has to choose between the Deceiver or the Monolith. So he probably shoots the Deceiver. Probably like does a little bit of damage to him. It's not bad. Like pushing up with the Deceiver is just a good idea in general.
Yeah.
You have Catans.
Just threat overload him a bit. And the Defiler doesn't do super well into the Deceiver as well, because he's all damage 3, damage 2. That gets chunked down. Then he's got the 4-up. He has the Feel No Pain. So he also has to deal with these Scorpex with something that kind of needs to get shot by the Defiler.
True.
Any strats?
Yeah, and then good point in the chat that Dylan's detachment does give him the ability to advance and do actions with his immortals. And he hasn't pushed them up. Now, I will say though that Dylan hasn't really gotten any actions yet. His primary doesn't require it. He hasn't gotten any of the action secondaries.
Yeah.
So that's definitely something he does have the ability to do in the future when he does draw those cards. Assuming this Demon Prince doesn't just come and try and kill that unit.
Yeah, but this Lich Guard unit needs to be in this small L in front of it. Like, it needs to be behind this front small L, because they need to get ready to charge into the middle next turn.
Yeah,
like,
especially
right
since
now,
that was vacated by the monolith previously. Yep, I agree.
It's always a good idea, like if you move something up from a staging position, that someone else needs to go take that staging position. Like, he's pretty well screened out back here with the Ophidians and stuff. So, like the Lich Guard's really just to get up there.
Somebody in Buff Baby in the chat says you can play 40K online. What the heck? You can, and we do. Twice a week on these streams. But yeah, it's through Tabletop Simulator, and then people do some scans of the models and that type of stuff. So it's a really easy way for people to play if they're not right next to each other, or you know, you can set up the games faster and take your models off. You can roll dice a lot faster. So it's a really nice tool.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit faster. So it's a really nice tool to learn the game, learn new armies, get in practice a little bit faster. You don't have to leave the comfort of your home and drive anywhere. So
was a good save.
Shout out to TTS.
Yep.
Definitely a good tool. Does not rereplace in-person playing, as I've said before.
Not at all. Not at all.
But it is a very nice tool, nonetheless. We have Hunter in the chat saying not all of us can. We do have to find somewhere in the GSG budget to get Hunter both a laptop that can run TTS and maybe some sort of in-home tech support so he can run TTS.
Nope.
It is not a difficult program to run either in terms of its requirements or its ability, but you know, it does exceed the abilities of some people.
All right.
And one is a 1 or 2.
And yeah, it is a really awesome, really nice tool. The ability to just play games faster. It's really great to learn new armies. It's also really great just to put a table up and practice your deployment and kind of look at shooting angles and that type of stuff where you don't have to set up the table.
3 inches. That's tempting.
Yep. I think the two main things that TTS helps you is, one, it helps you play more precise Warhammer because you're seeing it from every possible angle with exact precise measurements. So when you go to play in real life, it gives you a lot of the confidence you need to say,
I know this works and where the limit is.
1 toughness.
Exactly, because you're not going to be like angle shooting for the first time in real life. You're gonna have angle shot like 14 times on TTS, right? Like, because you can just draw the line and it will be perfect every time, and you'll know exactly where all the intended sightlines are.
Yep, it's really great for deployment. For the same thing, you know, if I fit in this little spot, I'm exactly 10 inches away to touch this. So if I need to do an action there, I'm there. Like there's no guesswork. There's no getting out your tape measure. You just know where things go.
Prevents you from shooting at me unless you fall back. Yeah, I think it's
a huge problem with not having a space to set up your army and think about deployment and stuff. There's no reason to engage those guys. They're just gonna fight you for free because they're just they don't care. They're just gonna walk away.
It limits his ability to do an action with these things, I guess. But what I think happens this turn is the Plague Marines probably hop out, and that Rhino just goes and does an action somewhere. It's not.
Get a bit closer.
Yeah. Another reason why he wanted to push up with
Like,
the
I think it's close to possible.
with like the flayed ones, the immortals, is that they can start denying like Dustin's ability to
I think
do
it was pretty
his primary
similar
on
either way, 'cause
like
I'm
the
going
side
through the wall there.
setup L's.
I'm definitely
Yep.
close.
Like, if
Yeah.
there's
For
so
example,
split 'em off.
here, what
About
Lamb is
here.
saying over here, where the
I was about to say.
Catan chart of the Deceiver is, Dustin technically can do his action here, the primary action, but he can start the action, but it only succeeds if no enemy units are within that terrain area, and this terrain area is one terrain area. So he essentially, to do it over in this
Okay.
this location, you'd have to kill the Deceiver. So, yeah, it's you start occupying space, you make it difficult for Dustin to land all of his reserves, which he does have
5 hits,
many off the
all
table
threes.
here. You can start making
Five
it difficult
at
for him to do
minus
his
two-
primary,
4 at minus.
and then also you're
two,
just
2 damage, one
closer and
devastating
able to follow up
damage.
based on what Dustin does in
Definitely
his
kills
turns.
the guy.
Whereas these,
Yeah, I would've
these immortals
even-
are essentially out of the game
how
for,
much
sorry, the
PP
Lich
too?
Guard are essentially out of the game
one
for like a
turn,
turn
yep.
minimum, unless they
Yeah.
go through the monolith. There, he does have
Yeah,
that
I
out.
Or 2 more dead guys.
But it just costs so much, right? Like when you couldn't walk, like you should walk.
Like,
Yeah, so we just lost some guys for no reason.
staff, 3s.
Yep. Yeah, these are
to miss.
beasts and playcaster.
Threes,
Like they
one,
can
minus
do
two.
some damage.
Yeah, this is
Yeah. Yeah, I would
I don't know
not
if
have
he knows this, but
consolidated
this is
there.
a, this is
1 damage.
this is a Space Marine
Yeah, it's
character
32.
that's been enhanced by warp magic.
And it's also a Beast of Nurgle who just does death wounds and has 6 attacks. So
Alright.
sometimes he do
It was-
ouchies.
I would have gotten away from them.
it's
I
my
would have
turn.
consolidated away from them. So they
Fight
have
is
to come and interact with
ongoing.
me.
Am I scoring engage this turn?
Agreed.
Not for full.
Not even sure he holds the
Uh,
objective now. What is the OC of
I
these
think I'll
guys?
just
2,
take it this
4.
turn.
No, I think he does still.
Yeah, knowing that the
Six.
Deceiver is going to be
Yeah, I'll
aggressive,
take
I
it
would have
this
towed
turn.
in with the Monolith as well.
Yep,
just
he
to
does.
put more OC on point.
All Dustin had to do was kill one more thing though, and he stops
uh,
3
uh,
points for
the
Dylan
end
because
of
he
the
doesn't
nature.
control the middle if he doesn't do that.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm scoring
Maybe.
beacon too for the tech. I believe they're outside my deployment.
The
Yeah,
flayed
they're
ones
from
would
the
love to be
emerald.
standing
Score,
on
yeah.
that upper
Okay,
L
they
right
will
now,
be-
Mhm.
and near
they'll
near
be
the
running
Demon
it.
Prince to prevent the Demon Prince
Okay.
from just like mollywopping
I'm gonna score
into his
destroy
expansion.
unit and control this.
Yeah, I think you said these
unit.
immortals are his beacon target as well, so
Three.
it's possible that
Mm.
send those demon prince go try
Oh,
and
yeah,
clear
I
them
agree.
out. It's not the
Yeah, yeah,
easiest
yeah.
thing
Yep,
to
yep,
do,
yep.
even for a
F6.
demon prince, just because of the technomancer and feel no pain and everything else. But not a bad
try to position
turn
him out,
from
right?
Dylan.
You can just
Okay. That is
Yeah,
my
but then you
you
don't
just
kill
try
the
to
unit
position
though.
true, true.
I'll get 5 points on
Every
And then-
every Necron character you kill is a permanent Necron character kill. You know?
That's true.
secondary. Overforce and cleanse.
Overwhelming force, and cleanse drawn for Dustin there
Pretty
to add
good.
to his stack of secondaries. It's
No
overrunning
battle
our
checks.
graph here, but
Yep.
it's Grievous Blow, which I believe is the Lich Guard unit, so that's not going to be dying anytime soon. Assassination, which he still has. Scorpic Lord right in front of him. Burden of Trust and Beacon, I think should have gone off. Yeah, we have 5 for Burden of Trust.
Overforce.
Looks like he actually discarded Beacon last turn, it looks like. Or no, did he score it last turn?
Let me see. Beacon.
No,
just
he
what
did
you-
not. So he did toss it, it looks like.
3.
Oh, Dustin. No, that's
Yeah,
right.
Dustin
Okay.
tossed it.
Dylan.
But Burden of Trust for Dustin did go through there. So yeah, pretty close score so far, as this is after Dustin scored some of his points at the top of the round here. Or actually, it was just Burden of Trust, which should have scored in the
we-
last round. Because he went
Ooh.
first,
This
yeah, so it
looks
should have scored in the
like-
last round.
He's trying to set up the 6-inch deep strike here.
Yep. Drop a Guo there and
Yeah,
go
that's
boom.
pretty optimistic.
Well, it's
so
also
close.
actually a 7-inch charge now
So
with the
close. Yeah.
the change to how charge rolls
So-
work.
Yep, so close.
We can't fit a Guo there. Certain claim.
But that top L is pretty safe. Basically, nothing can interact with him.
Any
even if-
reactiveness?
No.
Yeah, Yeah, and he can fit here too, because
Where is he? Like
this
this,
guy is
right?
close enough to the wall. He can fight him through the wall. So he just
Close
has to make it here, and he's good. I would definitely take this deep strike here, the 6-inch deep strike here,
It's
unless he
gonna
wants
be
to
a
go
TPA,
fight.
Even if
He probably just wants to go
kills
fight.
that, I don't.
But then he might just lose the Demon Prince, which is
hold
like,
the objective.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how he strings this together because this is kind of like a experimental
turn.
army for him. So it's not like he knows exactly the play pattern yet because he is just learning it. So it'll be interesting to see which path he takes here. Plague Marine's coming out as I expected.
It's just a cluster.
Big old bunch of boys.
Just a bundle of love.
While Dustin organizes that transport disembark, also want to let people know we've been mentioning it for a couple of streams now, but we do have our first channel sponsor, which is Hades 3D Print and Design. So while we're playing this on TTS, we still do play a lot in person, and we're getting ready to run our first in-person event at the end of September. And all of the terrain we're going to be using is through Hades 3D Print Design. They're a local business, small business here in San Diego. They make really cool terrain. You can see it here on screen. We used it at our team practice last weekend. We've used it on a couple of our in-person streams. Fits the layouts perfectly. Really easy to store and set up. You can pop the top part of each terrain that has 2 floors right off, so it's easy to like maneuver things in there. Really quality, and also if you are looking to get yourself a set, you can use our code GSG10 or click on the link in the description, and it will get you 10% off of your order. So helps Hades, helps yourself, so you get some great terrain, including the footprints, by the way. And then also helps benefit the channel, and that code is good for the first 5 of you that grab yourself a new set of terrain. So thank you to Hades, and thank you to anyone who checks it out. And like I said, win-win-win. Get yourself some terrain at a discounted price, help a small business, and help the channel as well. So thank you again to Hades.
Yep, great looking terrain. And the footprints are very nice as well.
Mm-hmm.
Nice to have it all in one place. You don't have to like source them from different places.
Yeah, don't have to buy both or. Yep, and we Lamb is coming out to join us. We're gonna paint our 10 sets for that tournament. We're gonna have them all looking nice and fresh.
Yep.
And that's gonna be a fun time too. Just the first in-person event. We're gonna have a streamer table. We're gonna have it's a really cool location that we got set up through a member of the team, and yeah, I think it's gonna be a blast. I'm looking forward to it.
No reactive, no.
And we roll right into LVO the week after. It's gonna be 2 weeks.
No special moves.
2 weeks, 8 to 9 days, whatever, of quite a lot of 40K. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I'm actually flying in from out of town for the in-person event as well as LVO, so I'll be able to document, like everyone's sort of, their experience at LVO, like sort of their journey there and like what they hope to accomplish, and hopefully put together a pretty cool little narrative and for people who didn't make it to LVO to enjoy, because we got all kinds of people going for all kinds of different things. We have, I believe we have at least Eric and Dustin and I think 2 other members playing in the main 40K event.
Yep, Daniel and Hunter will be doing that as well.
Daniel and Hunter, of course. And we also have players playing Kill Team. And then we also just have a couple members who are just going to do like variety stuff and, just like do fun stuff around the venue because they have lots of. I remember when I went to LVO, they had tons of, cool model kits because a lot of vendors will come and they have they just have whatever their inventory is, right? And that was the closest I've ever been to an actual Lord of Skulls on sprue in box, like on the shelf available to buy. Like you could, like I was like I already have my China cast, so like I would just feel bad if I bought 2 more. Like it would just make my China cast one feel really bad, right? So like that's the only reason I didn't buy the 2 Lord of Skulls that were just on the shelf.
Like that's just gonna fall back inside the.
It had some Tantalus on the shelf, some Forge World stuff. There was a box. There was a huge box that was literally just one of the weapons for a Warlord Reaver Titan. so if you're
Just
going to
missing
LVO and you're just missing the the Toxoplasmosis cannon of the Reaver Warlord pattern, then that would be the place to find it. So
Yeah, they got
yeah,
you.
if you're so if you're thinking about going to LVO, I definitely highly recommend it. If you're like near the area,
I want to bring in
it is I believe it is the biggest like Warhammer event on the West Coast, right? Other than like GTs and stuff.
I think it is. Yeah,
It is like the biggest GT, right?
Yeah, it's
on
huge.
the West Coast. I totally agree with not sending in the Demon Prince because like we can beacon later. It's fine. I mean, unless he takes the small beacon, I guess.
He got rid of beacon, so he will not be beaconing.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it won't even matter. Yeah.
Spot by Monolith and VDA.
Yeah, I don't think he had a great choice on that one. He was just looking for CP. The risk of losing the Demon Prince is you lose that 6-inch deep strike threat, because that's where he gets it through, is the beckoning blight from the Demon
I think
Prince.
I definitely bring in one here, like next to the Demon Prince.
Well, it's turn
Score
it's turn 3. He has to. He's got 2 off
Yeah.
the table. He doesn't want to. He can't rapid both, so one of them's got to land here.
True.
Might just land back in his deployment zone if he doesn't have a good idea for it. But they're definitely coming.
Yep. I would definitely take this charge here because even if he fails, it's still super safe. Nothing is shooting him.
That also gives him a chance to make the Catan shard -1 to hit if he connects with this 9-inch.
Oh, true.
He's definitely setting up to potentially, he could, all in these Plague Marines right into that Catan shard. That was another kind of problem with Dylan making the consolidate of the Scorpex into the Beast of Nurgle and the Plague Caster there, was they became so much easier to kill in this turn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because he just lost like half the unit or over half the unit on the attacks, which is a little unlucky. I think he lost probably a little more than he should have, but he literally gained nothing other than this Beast of Nurgle can't do an action. Okay.
Because the Demon Prince is just going to do the action now, and then
Yep, he could do it right there. Yep.
Yeah, no problem.
As we've noted, this terrain area is in his opponent's territory, just barely. We got Roddy Rich himself. Here he comes.
He wants to go for the expansion. He's very confident in the middle. I like that. Just the Demon Prince is like, I don't want to go in there. Just here's my.
I'm sending my dad. I'm sending my dad. I'm calling my dad, dude. Dad, the kids are calling me names again.
That's actually really funny. He's like, I don't want to go in there.
Buff Baby in chat, you just need Tabletop Simulator, and then there are some mods that you can get subscribed to that give you the table and the models. You can look up that information. You also, if you want some help walking through it, you can always join our Discord, which is in the description. And if you just hop in there and say, hey, I need some help getting Tabletop Simulator set up, we would be happy to help you and point you in the right direction. But it is nothing more than just having Tabletop Simulator in terms of like a financial investment. You're sad that the Guos are getting split up.
Yeah.
You're hoping for the big bodies down.
I think Plague Marine plus Defiler like one clips the Deceiver.
Yeah, sure.
Like,
I think you might just want him kind of over in this direction.
Yep,
Doesn't want to land him in the middle. That's the only thing I could think of.
Nope.
That he thinks that putting all of this over on his opponent's expansion is kind of overkill. But for the
but if he
Giga shot,
fortifies,
if he had all 3 of them here, it definitely looks cooler.
But if he Giga reinforces his right flank, right, he can just indefinitely do action on this L piece here and collect primaries. Like it's impossible to interact. Like he'll never be able to take down 2 ghouls in one turn, and he can just he's safe to max primary for the next 2 turns, right? So
nothing hazardous.
Like there's nothing down here. There's no points down here to be scored. So
So,
it doesn't even matter if the Deceiver dies.
Sorry, Dustin put his Plaguecaster in there, used his hazardous shots out of the top, missed them all, and then took 3 damage on his Rhino promptly. So, cleanly done. Well done, Dustin.
And all 6s, nothing.
And yeah, you're welcome in chat for teaching you the good word of TTS. It's definitely
2 at
Definitely an
-1.
important
amazing
part of
tool.
40k in the modern era.
Hey, Bo.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 command points. So now my Plague Marines will reroll the whole wound roll against the Catan.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, I think he's gonna get 100 to 0 by the
I don't know
Plague
if it
Marines.
matters.
He might.
I
It
don't
is a
know if you have
Catan.
Norse cover or anything,
I
just
don't
don't
care
have
what I
Vol.
put into a Catan, including Morven Vol, and she
I
should kill
I
it.
have Tor on some
Still, it's like I don't know. These guys are
But
disgusting.
Morven Vol,
also gonna shoot
Morven
it
Vol
for
is
the
actually probably
Defilers.
worse at killing Catans than Plague
Solves
Marines
that
are
problem.
because Plague Marine have volume.
So Defiler's just gonna dump
This is
everything
true.
in
Yeah,
Catan.
Vol. I'm thinking more
Yes,
shooting
no.
and fighting, which the Plague Marines can do as well. But yeah,
Um,
I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
they have every defensive buff in the game, and also the
Yep.
the power of the
2
almighty
involves.
4-up scam. So you just
Yeah.
you're never comfortable.
Got both.
Yep.
Damage 3 down to 2.
Good start from failing the first 2 though, and only saving half of the 5-up.
Okay.
Only saving half of the 5-up. That's good for a Catan. You take
On
those.
5s. 4 at -2.
Takes 1.
Is this the
1
Defiler?
damage.
Must be the Defiler. Yeah, it's the Defiler.
Okay, lethal. 5s. Okay. 2 saves at -2.
Surprised he's
and
putting the
damage.
Defiler into the Catan with everything else he has
Take
set up.
1,
I guess maybe he
listen
wants
to
to melee with the Plague
3
Marines.
down to 2.
So he needs to kill these Scorpix as well.
Takes 3.
I think.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
Gonna
you
spend
could also
1
just
and
charge
throw a
them.
grenade
Um,
at the Catan.
Yeah, that's what
Like-
that's what he must be lining up to do.
2.
Takes 1.
just to get the extra movement. So might not be. It's like it might not even be good shooting them. Might just be fine to leave them alone.
We're just gonna shoot everything at the Catan.
Like it makes no difference that they're on
Yes.
there. Like it doesn't take any points away from him that they're on there.
Grenades.
He has to get back on to hold it again, so he does need to either kill them. He also does have assassinate,
5s,
which killing the
relaying,
Catan does as well. But
Nothing.
Yeah.
Spear.
But what I mean is like he's getting his 10 primaries from elsewhere. So those guys being on there is not
1
that.
at -2.
right, but if he doesn't get back with his OC,
Takes 1.
then he does
He
hold
scores
this objective.
points.
Yeah, so he scores more.
Yeah.
Also, you just want bad man on
4 at
on
-2.
my objective die now.
Takes 2. 1 damage on these 2.
Yep, because it's D3 and I rolled 2 1s.
Takes 2.
Hazardous.
He's at 6 already.
Yeah, I don't think Dustin's happy with how it's going though. To be
Put it
honest,
on this guy.
I don't know how many more shots he has, but he's rolled a lot of guns from these Plague Marines into the
Plasmas,
Catan. He's only done like 2 or 3 damage to him with them. Most of the
plasma
damage was
14,
the Rhino and the Defiler
be
so
3
far.
of these. Wait, what? It should be 6 shots. I don't know what this is doing. Okay. 3s. Drop 2, but sustain lethal. 5s. 3 rolling.
Ooh.
Gross. 3.
He'll re-roll into
2,
nothing.
3, whatever.
Saves them all.
Oh.
Katana's
Oh.
coming.
Oh boy. Light launchers. 3s. Yes. Sustain lethal. 5s. Rolling.
Okay.
Okay.
Getting in there.
6 invulns.
6 invulns. How many is he gonna make?
Takes
Over
2.
half, as is
Well,
tradition.
1
5.
damage each now.
Does fail both
Takes
of
2.
those though. Down to 4.
Right.
Great and clean 1 into
Guo shooting here.
the Catan.
Might as well. He only has this putrid vomit though.
Nothing. Cool. Rodagis into the flayed ones.
Reasonable for him to do. Doesn't make the charge any longer. Oh, he's actually shooting the flayed ones, not the immortals. He even could have shot the
Mhm.
immortals because the Technomancer is the closest thing. Doesn't make his charge any longer.
5.
I don't think you can
minus
see him
2.
though.
Oh wait, 4 at -2. 1's devastating.
Totally.
Another
Yeah,
Necron,
okay.
another
Minus
Necron
2,
player in
so
the chat. You hate to
6s.
see it.
Takes
But of course,
3
yes,
back.
you bring the Nightbringer.
Every time. You've made some saves on those things. It's pretty incredible.
Fucking tank it. I mean, that one was just kind of insane. To be fair, that never should
Blade ones
happen.
are rolling 6s.
The
How's it
action over
looking?
here is-
Definitely not determined either way yet. Dustin has a little lead, but he did go first.
Alright, so-
Dylan still has a good amount of his army left, but it is Dustin's turn. He's getting the first real
that's all my
activation here.
shooting.
All the shooting's done, so now it's just some charges from some Guos, Rodigus, the Plague Marines, aiming here to kill the Catan,
Big Marine.
and potentially these Immortals here. I think really he just needs to get this Catan shard
The
down.
operations here is a little weird.
I think it's a little unfortunate for him though that the Catan's not already dead, because he also wants to kill these Scorpex, and he doesn't really have the gas to do it,
Yeah.
other than
Plague
splitting
Marines.
these Plague Marines, which he can't really do because he's also gonna have to re-roll the Plague Marines.
That's why I have the CP.
That's why you save CP, folks. If you're going to charge, you never spend all your
Roll
CP
everything naturally. That's what I do.
ever. That is it. That is why.
A 9.
So he has his options here now. He also can't re-roll the Rodigus charge though, or the Guo charge to try and get in. It is now just rolling because he failed his 3-inch charge there, which is pretty brutal.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, the one strat per phase is honestly per unit, honestly very impactful.
Yeah, been a huge change to the game. This
Doesn't care about the score packs at all.
Yep.
Totally down with this. Yep.
Dylan's gonna
Seems good.
score that. I mean, if he kills the Catan, he can then consolidate back, and then he's good. But then the score
Yeah,
packs are there
yeah,
to
yeah.
do some
Great
damage.
on clean 1. Fails. Rodigus.
Passes. That's
Takes
exactly what he needed.
7.
7 was what he needed.
Alright.
Guo failing, not surprising. Not the end of the world.
Okay.
He just really needs this
Um,
Catan to die, and
Mhm.
he's in a decent spot. Rodigus here also -1s the OC of everything within 6 inches. So, and it can go down to 0 as well.
Nope.
So he might actually be able to just steal this objective, depending on how the flayed ones, if they're within 6, and if they pass a battle shock that they're going to have to take.
I guess that's it.
Question is, do the score packs heroic here?
Yeah, TCP.
It could.
Here if you interrupt with
Does have
Immortals,
CP.
So we'll just do. I guess you can.
722s. 722s. The score pack rogue is pretty strong as well. Got 3 damage weapons.
No.
Like,
Okay.
Not doing it.
would you heroic? I think I would.
I think if I hadn't have, I think if I had more of a unit there, I might heroic. But he kind of lost
That's
a
true.
lot. But
Yeah, I would just keep the one guy in the middle and then keep the rest of the unit as far back as possible to try to
Um,
heroic with the front
well-
guy. And if they get shot, then I'll just pull from the front or the back. Give myself the
I
option.
see no real reason to do that. They're not gonna touch a Guo if they live.
Okay. Plague Marines.
here's the Plague Marines into the Catan. A 4-wound Catan. Does it go down?
Doing it live.
I'm never happy to
Plague
be in this
Knights.
situation. I'll be honest.
Grease.
A lot of
Yeah,
attacks.
these
though.
these
Same
lich
lethal.
these lich guards not staging to clap back against this is just so
And-
Yep,
rough.
just it's a lot of
Dylan's about
mistempo.
to-
Yep.
Yeah, Dylan's about to get time walked here.
17 at minus 1.
17
All
for
right.
How many does the
It's
Catan
a
pass?
horrifying amount. He takes.
He does save more than
9.
half.
Can
1
he
damage
spike
each.
saves? He
He's
cannot.
dead.
Does he explode?
He is dead.
He does not.
Goodbye, Catan Shard of the Deceiva.
Okay. Oh, cleanse with the beast back here, by the way.
Yeah, that's fine.
Surely.
It's only 2 points for the one cleanse, though.
Plus 1 damage
Yeah.
onto the immortal unit. Start the fight phase.
Rodigus here, Roddy Rich.
Sweep.
I'm noticing a lot of positive Necron chat in the chat. I don't know about all this.
Guard toughness.
I really think that
Five,
people
four,
misunderstand Necron.
2.
I think Necron is actually
So 10
like
at
a fun
minus
army
2,
to play
2
with and
damage.
play against if you have the
Minus
right
2 puts me
setup. Like
on
if you
5.
you know, it's one of those like very particular armies, right? Like it's like custodies or like any other army. Like you just need to
So,
have the right stuff. Like,
19 damage.
Can't
'cause
just
he's
be-
duplicate.
can't just be all right. Here's my balanced army playing against your Necrons.
No, you need to be ready.
Clone.
But yes,
No, it's not
the
needed.
person who said monolith for the win, it is an insanely cool model for sure.
It's 3.
Just
Yeah,
hilarious that this building.
twos.
And again, thank you. Yes,
Dead,
boo Necrons,
dead,
ooh yuck. Yeah,
lives,
that's more kind of the
dead.
energy that I personally want to bring when I
Yeah,
see
okay.
Necrons. But
Oh,
you know,
actually,
I
it's
only
not gonna matter.
jest. Any of my
So,
distaste of
2
Necrons
dead,
is
1
pointed
lives,
towards
third one
GW,
dead,
not towards the
fourth one dead, fifth one
Necrons
dead,
players.
and then the
It's not
character
your
takes
fault that
4.
they
I think that's
design your army
fine.
the way they do.
Yeah, it's just perfect enough.
I think we might have completely knocked
Yep.
out the immortal brick from what he's saying. Yep. I believe they were also
And
the
I
beacon.
do have 5 OC here.
Overall, pretty good turn for Dustin here. Should be able to
Very good turn.
take away all the primary from Dylan. He took away beacon. He's not scoring a
Grab
ton though.
cover.
Is the only downside I
Every
think.
way I can.
Assassination's
Doesn't
going to be
have to.
done. Right, but it's
The Violet
that's just
Fire
just
is
in terms of he's not
OC6
exactly
right now.
like
How much OC do you have on that?
flying away into the
I
lead
have
or anything.
6 total.
But he's
Yeah.
he's definitely got a.
Well, you can't,
fine.
right? Because you can only get 10 a turn.
Yeah, but I
So-
mean he's also not like scored.
Yeah.
Like he's not maxing
Assassinations.
secondary. He's not doing a.
Yep.
So
That's true.
he's not like getting a huge lead, but again, I think he did well on that turn for sure.
Yeah, but that's the downside of having a relatively slow army is that your secondary is gonna take a little bit to come up.
15 on secondary, and then primary. I did.
But he actually does have a couple
action.
of really fast pieces. You
and
got the
destroyed
Demon Prince
one.
on wings. You got the Rhino. You got the Defiler moving 12 inches. You got the 6-inch Deep Strike. There's lots of surprisingly
at 1
fast
CP.
moving units.
My beacon died. I do
He actually, so
score
again, he's
the
scoring 15 there. That
stronghold.
Burden of
Are you
Trust
in
should have been
my
scored at the end of Dylan's
wings?
turn because it scores at the end of his opponent's turn, and Dustin went first.
So, I get
So he
big.
should have been able to score 2 more points here because he did kill. No, wait, he only killed 1 unit on the
Because,
objective, so it actually
re-
didn't matter
redeclare
for
the way
him
it's working
Yeah.
right now. You can't redeclare it, so
They
it's kind
changed
of
it.
because he only
Mhm.
killed the.
yeah. That's why I just dropped it. It's
Immortals.
annoying, but I'm sure it'll get fixed. But
But yeah, he
Uh,
did. He was able to score a
I mean, I
decent amount of
guess
his
I'll just
cards
leave
there,
it 'cause
so
can,
I was
or I'll just
incorrect.
discard it. I guess it doesn't matter.
Just I was discounting how many
It's
cards he was
no
holding,
longer
but
scoreable. No priz
decent
and
for him.
secure.
So we got
not
Dustin,
so
or
bad.
sorry, Dylan here. No prisoners and secure, I believe is what he said. Yep, secure no
Sure,
man's
please
land.
leave
Those
one
are
actually
decent ones to see.
score
Although he does
at least
securing no man's land is not as easy as you might think with Rodigus now on his
Primary.
expansion.
Command phase. I do not control any that are not my home, so that is that.
I'm guessing Dustin didn't consolidate here because if he consolidates anywhere, he has to consolidate into the
okay.
score packs.
Command phase. Battle shocks on the score packs.
He does actually, unless no,
Just pass.
I think it's the Putrefier gets like insane OC, so he didn't actually have to.
I guess if they do
consolidate.
pass,
Oh,
I do get
interesting.
'Cause they killed a
70
unit.
from that.
What? He
double
has
check.
he has that
we-
ability.
we
That's
would be
funny.
contested if
That's
they
awesome.
pass.
Yeah,
I
I
have
believe
6
that
Well,
is
my
him.
reanimation.
Yep, if they destroy an
Oh,
enemy
two,
unit
I
as a
would
result
get
of a
it.
melee attack, he goes to OC7.
Oh,
So he holds it just by himself.
oh man,
That
it
works.
is Christmas.
2 CP.
Decent
Do I need it
tech
for
there.
anything else?
Christmas for him.
Yeah, shout out to Hayden playing your first 1,000 point game against
Guess I probably should've
Deathwatch.
pulled
That's a
myself
pretty
for a few
cool
things up this
first army to
turn.
play. Deathwatch is kind of a weird army at 1,000 points, just because of how they're structured. But
You think so?
Nothing's
They
really
have.
me to do that right now.
I mean, their army basically looks the same from like kill team all the way up to 2,000 points. Like,
okay.
you know
yeah,
that?
I
Like-
just don't know if you
Battle
get like the
shock
full
stuff I have to
experience
do.
when you cut them down, because they
Minus
they
one.
are
I don't
kind of
think
the
so.
like a bunch of different teams
Nah.
flying all around the map,
Maybe on
where they just
sixes.
don't have as many.
Nah.
Character.
Nah, the 2,000 point
That's a
version is
six,
literally
okay.
just the 1,000 point times 2. It's
Potentially, yeah.
That is
Yeah,
under
yeah,
the flight
'cause
ones up top.
the army doesn't have that many units.
They fail. That's fine.
Shocked there, irrelevant.
Reanimation.
You can't even take skew
on
because
score
the army
packs,
doesn't have tanks.
please,
So
just a 2.
a
That'd be
1,000 point
cool.
army is literally like
A
probably
3.
super fair
Hey.
actually.
I mean, they have all the tanks that Space Marines have.
No,
Do I want these to go
Yeah.
anywhere?
Deathwatch.
Probably into the Plague Marines because they are scary.
Yeah, they still.
Deathwatch can take.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess Deathwatch
Yeah,
can
they're still a
take cards.
Astartes, yeah.
That's right. I was thinking
You know, I
agents.
can Overwatch even if you
But
don't.
regardless,
Yeah, I
exciting
know.
getting your first game in. I remember my
I mean,
first
there's not much I can do to
1K
stop
game.
you.
many games
Yeah.
ago.
I'm
But
there.
it's just exciting to get models on the table because again,
You've been
TTS is
hiding
super
so
fun.
well, like-
Really like this, but
I
playing
mean,
in
I could
person
move and teleport.
is
but
the
that just kind of.
it's what we do it for. You know,
I could move
Those are
outside the
your
wall,
guys,
too,
right?
and
These
just
are
charge
like
stuff.
some guys that you're
somebody
that you're
scanned.
like taking control of.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we should
these are
model
They're
like
proxies for
these
your
are-
guys.
these are temp
That's not,
guys. You know,
like,
these
the
are
best
these are the
idea.
weekend warriors. Your guys are your guys.
24 inches, I could shoot them.
There are many
One of those needs to
Rodiguses,
go
but
in
this one is
Rodriguez, though.
mine.
I
You know?
really gotta kill him for multiple secondaries.
So again, Dylan here, no prisoners,
Demon
defend
Prince,
stronghold, which he
but
did score.
Rodriguez Seems like more of a threat.
Assassination,
Doesn't
which
seem like
Rodigus would be an
that
option.
hurts.
If he gets
Everybody's
through
supposed
all
to
of the
advantage
Plague
as
Marines,
well.
that's an option.
Blackface.
Oh, and
Secure
then
no
the
man's
Fragments
land. So he's
Ring
got some
as
options
well,
here,
they get
but
3
it's
back,
not
so
the
they
the
keep them.
easiest thing to clear out here. Of course, he's doing his Necron thing, where if you leave a Necron unit even slightly alive, it just
Just in case they
regrows and
want to charge
regrows and
him.
regrows.
Yep,
Please charge me.
all 5 of those come back, no problem.
Yep. Absolutely not an issue.
Those flayed ones sees a Rodigus
If it
and
comes
says,
down to
"Yeah,
it,
yeah,
they
no
cannot
problem.
make that, but they still get a move, so that's cool.
We got this."
Yeah,
Okay.
that seems like something I should deal with. Yeah.
Oh, end of command phase. I
If
do
it were
get
me,
that
they would be
fire
running
ring,
away.
that's
They would be
nice.
making an advance roll away from the Rodigus in the hopes that they may be able to cleanse or plunder
The
on a later date.
monolith.
Yeah.
Kind of need him to.
Only Deathwatch collector I've ever met. There's a few. We've got Micah on our team here who plays and collects
Yeah, we
Deathwatch.
like
There,
that. We like Deathwatch.
they are the few, but they are usually the proud.
But that's.
If you watch our podcast that we released this week, we talked about the World Team Championship, which is like the World Cup or the Olympics of Warhammer that happened last weekend. And the number one faction by win rate at the WTC actually was Deathwatch. Now, the slight context there is it was one person brought Deathwatch and went 5-1-1, which is how every Deathwatch like win rate goes. Anytime Deathwatch is talked about, you'll be like, oh well, Deathwatch at 68%.
Yeah.
There was,
Just one guy.
there was 100 events this weekend. There two of them played Deathwatch, but they did all right. So
I actually don't think the Doomsday wants to move as much as I do want to shoot that Demon Prince.
Yeah. It's like that meme, right? When you sit
guys
down
are
across your
looking
opponent, they got Space Marine, Orcs, Imperial Guard. You're like, no problemo. They could literally have started playing the game 2 weeks ago, or or they've been
Bit
playing
torn
for
on the
years. Doesn't
Scorpax
matter.
'cause they're
Yeah,
really
But if
gonna
you sit
kill
down
the
across
Plague
from
Marines,
like
but
Sisters,
'cause relying on
Admech,
Monolith is a terrible idea.
Imperial
Deathwatch.
Agents,
Yep.
Deathwatch, they're a veteran. You
Yeah.
know they didn't start playing the game last month.
very unlikely. Yep, exactly.
2 runes. I don't know. You get a lot of shots.
The Death
Actually,
Rays
one
are
of the
going to Rodigus.
Very exciting things about Games Workshop design
Yeah,
is
I
that
think I
they
do move out.
have these
I
starter
think I move
armies that
outside
are
the wall
easy
and
to
just
get
deal
into,
with the
easy
Rhino
for people to
and
pick
Nurgle.
up, doesn't have that many like strange
Just like
interactions, and
the
then they get
Monolith chew away at
progressively
that.
more intricate, right? Like if you play Space Marines, it's like, well, now you may want to play Chaos
Stay
Space
back.
Marines, or maybe a chapter specific Space Marine, to get some more flavor.
4 inch.
100%.
2 more inches.
Yeah, and like you mentioned with
Not that
Space
many.
Marines, they're like kind of the opposite of Deathwatch, where Space Marines will always have somewhere in the neighborhood of like a 47% win rate,
This guy.
even when they're the most broken army in the game, because they're dropped back by kind of your brand new person who just took Space Marines to their first tournament ever.
Yep. And your opponent has played against a lot of Space Marines, so your opponent
Maybe not.
should.
Maybe not if you're from San Diego, but in general, yes.
Yeah.
This guy back just a little bit.
Yeah, you should not be like it's a 0% chance that you're at a
Doesn't
tournament and
want
seeing
to
Gladius Task
this
Force for the
stuff.
first time. Like you've been playing against Gladius at least a few times before, just by
You've at least
existing.
heard the rumors.
What do you move? 5?
In the chat, I think Nids would be a great first army. Nids are a good first army.
Yes,
they're
they
not
absolutely
easy
are.
to
Charge
play, but they do have just a variety of stuff,
Death Guard.
ton of options. Yeah, they are a great first army for sure.
Do you think Tyranids are easier to play than Orcs? I low key
just
think
started
so.
on
I think
stuff.
Tyranids are easier to play. I mean,
Outward
they
a
might be
little
harder to
bit.
win with.
Yeah, so
But-
I was thinking about
It's gonna
winning.
measure weird.
Yes.
Yeah,
And it's just because of how they're at. The Tyranids, their codex was so early in 10th edition that they're kind of outdated in terms of power compared to the rest of the game. Um, So they win on the back of like tricks and forcing battle shocks and reactive moves to stay alive and just having more things. Comparing them to orcs right now, orcs do a lot more damage and they have just as much stuff. They don't have the tricks, but typically murdering your opponent's face off is easier to do in general than stringing together you're at -3 leadership now, and now you take a battle shock and you fail it and you can't score, and then I have a reactive move over here.
Just accuracy.
But yeah,
Yep,
just
yep, yep.
just
But,
yell
like, that
wah at
really
your
doesn't
opponent and
matter
then run at
anymore,
them.
I think.
That's tends to be slightly easier than stringing all
Okay,
that
just
together.
kill Rodriguez and I get stuff. Yay. We will get a shooting.
Also,
Yeah, I would definitely say
as
orcs
Lamb
followed
mentioned,
by
real quick here, just so we don't forget, this
Yep.
we're exactly mentioning, or you mentioned these Lich Guard. If they were up in this L, they basically walked into the L now instead of being
maybe kill like
in that
2.
L and walking up closer to those Plague Marines. So that's exactly what you mentioned there, that not staging them up here, they're a turn behind where they should be.
Yep.
But yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
Your thought on the you had there?
Yeah, no, I think it's definitely orcs followed by Tyranids.
so hold on.
Like orcs
We
is like the
got
default like beginner army, right? I mean, I think
Orc,
Necrons
Especially
is
right
probably
now
the
with them
easiest.
being
Marines
the
and
co
Druidics.
poster children with the Space Marines of
Yeah.
11th.
This thing is
I actually think that Necrons is not super
D6.
easy to play just because your units aren't very fast, and it's a movement game, you know. So like, when you have
Yeah.
speed 5, speed 6 dudes that don't have advance and shoot, advance and charge, you're you know, you're kind of like if you have one bad turn and it's like, all right, I just can't get there. Like, you know, same with like, you know, Death Guard. Death Guard has the same issue. It's like
So,
if you sometimes if you
Overwatch,
drop
or
in the
do
wrong
I
place, you're just
save
like
it
moving
first
5
and
inches a
reroll?
turn, moving 4 inches a turn.
Yeah.
You're never getting anywhere.
Necrons
tell
have
you
some
that.
of the
I mean,
ease,
I have
you know,
no
they're
idea
slightly
what
easier to
is
play just
a
because
better
they
idea
are
for you.
truly tough.
Rodriguez
So you can kind of make some mistakes and not die, and then you know you're left on 2 wounds, and then you heal 5 of them back and whatnot. But yeah, I do agree. Honestly, I think if I had to recommend a starter army to anyone, it would actually be Custodes,
But you could just
because
roll
they
one on
are
your
really
shots.
elite. They're not
Which
super
I
hard to
do
paint, especially if you just paint them in
repeatedly.
the
That's
classic
my most common
gold
role with
color
that
scheme.
model.
Yep.
And
Yep.
you don't need a lot of
I'll
models. They do
watch.
really
I
well,
don't know
and
that
essentially
those
the
kill
game plan is
Rodriguez.
pretty straightforward. You walk
Honestly,
at your
the Death
opponent
Rays are
or
entirely
stand on
reliant
objectives and
getting
make them walk at you, and you
sustained.
just throw your extremely powerful
Whatever
stat
it
sticks
is,
at them until they fall asleep.
Roll these
So
first.
Yep. Yeah, the army has a
2
super
lethal,
super
-2
high floor.
on the score picks.
And I would say it
Okay.
has a pretty high ceiling as well.
2 damage each.
2 damage. or
Which
3?
you know what would be a Xenos army, because that's like an imperial
this
army,
one?
right? Like after you play Space Marines, you're like,
Mhm.
wow, you're telling me they are stronger and better and smarter and more literate Space Marines.
Okay.
called
yeah, Space Marines are
One
really just like
devastating for 3 damage. And
they're
2
just like
saves
kind of
for -2.
dudes in the Imperium.
Yeah, I
right?
know.
Like, the
Yeah,
Custodes
so-
are the
so,
ones
you
where you're
know,
like,
Take
oh
the
shit.
saves first.
Yeah,
Real
exactly.
super
So
soldiers. Those are the
Oh,
Avengers.
exactly. So you know, but what about Xenos, right? Like, what do you think is like actually like if you
2
took
AP,
all
how
the
much?
you know
Two.
all the skin off, right? Like if you took like
Save
the
1.
you know the characterization,
So
like
that
just
kills
just
him
from
and
play
then kills the other
pattern.
guy.
What do you think is the easiest
And then
like Xenos faction to get into? Because I would say
Shots.
Jakari. Jakari is
Shots.
probably one of the easiest like
Okay.
Xenos army to play
I'll
because
take
everything
that.
is super fast, everything is super deadly, and
Uh,
once you start
And-
losing guys, they just fall over, right? So you know,
Yeah,
you gotta stress.
I would say yeah, they're just too
Yeah,
weak.
okay.
They're
Particle
too
Whip
they're,
into
they are the
the
opposite of Necrons,
Plague
where
Marines
your
and
mistakes get
Death Ray
heavily
and
punished because
Rodriguez.
your T3 1 wound and you just die to a stiff breeze.
Plague
But I'd rather be
Marines
fast, you know. Like
have
if I was a new
12
player, I'd rather be
guys in there.
fast because
12, so
I want to be able to get to
+2.
places.
I think an intermediate player I'd rather be fast. I think if I'm a brand new player, I'd rather
True,
know that my
true,
army
you're
isn't
right.
going to die immediately, because that
You're
is
right, you're right.
that's what like
I
breaks
think you
people
can
from the
see
game, where you
this
like,
plasma guy.
I got all these cool new models,
you're
I put
touching
them
the
on the
train
table.
anyway, though,
You
right?
deployed badly, they played a
yeah.
bunch of guns, they
So-
killed you, they
Yeah,
killed
you're
all of
good.
your units because they fall over, and now you're like, oh, okay, I didn't even get to play.
So 2s because I'm.
Doesn't matter how much
Well,
movement
that's
you
why-
have if you can't move them because they're deceased.
True. Well, that's why it's so important to meet your opponent where they're at, right? Like
That's
if
true,
your
yeah.
opponent is still
And
learning
strength
to
8 to T6.
position their
probably.
units in a way that doesn't just have them get blown out on turn 1. Like, you know, really have a conversation with your opponent, let them know, like, hey, I can move, I can advance and shoot this guy deterministically
So that
on turn 1
is
if you put him there.
Yeah.
6
So,
saves.
You don't
and
wanna
2
just
deaths.
blow
Six
out
saves
some new
for
person.
1 AP.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, it's like, do you have a reason for staging that aggressively? Because if
Don't worry, I
not,
only passed
you know,
one, so
just
7
step
die.
back. You know, like these broads shouldn't be able to see you. You know, like.
I'm pleased with my gamble.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and it's also important to remember that it's a social game at the end of the day. So if you just meet some new player and they're brand new to the game, and you just blow them out and beat them so bad that they just go sell their models, then all you did was shrink the hobby that you enjoy.
-1.
Yep, exactly.
How
I'll
to
take
save a life.
2 AP4.
Yep.
Save both.
Yeah, it's not about the results. It's not about the
Four.
end. It's
Why
about the
can't you be a
experience.
normal
It's
Yeah, Catan. I
Uh,
don't want to hear it.
Dustin rolling
This
fours,
is-
not apologizing,
don't acknowledge
playing
it,
against
right?
Necrons.
Be
That's
happy
fair.
ignorant.
I think it's Brandon in the chat said I recommend Astra Militarum as a starter army. I don't know about that. I mean, they're not. I think any army could be a fine starter army. I don't know if I personally would recommend Guard as a starter army.
6 are
I agree as well.
6,
Actually,
3
I
at
think
AP4.
Guard is such a new player-friendly army because it's exactly what you
2,
would
4
expect from
damage.
any other
Yep.
wargame sim. So everything is exactly
Some
what you think it
events,
is. Like you
I
don't
take 6.
like you're not confused when you look at a Lehman Russ, right? Like you see a Lehman Russ, you're like,
Almost
okay, I
16.
know what this thing is gonna do. You know, because it's like it literally represents like every other tank in every other game that has ever been
Blade Ones are
invented.
dead
So
next turn, so, they're
so I
just
think
gonna
like
send
the literacy, like the
and
game
Scorpic
literacy,
Lord
40k
will
literacy
shoot
aspect is really
fucking a
good with
demon
Guard.
prince,
You,
sure.
you can see a Cadian shock troop, and
Okay.
that's the gold standard of like guy number 8.
am
You know, and you
toughness
should know what
11.
guy number 8 does. You know?
Alright,
True.
at least I'm getting 5s here.
You've seen a lot of guys before,
you...
presumably.
Are you gonna cover?
Yeah, I mean, again, I don't think they're a bad
Mm.
star army. They
No,
they
I
would
don't
be
think
they would
so.
not be last on the list for me.
Just that one drops.
And just if I was
For
recommending
Imperium?
a starter
Yeah,
army,
Imperium,
would-
yeah.
I would
Space
recommend.
Marines, then followed by Custodes. Yeah.
I would do
Both.
Custodes first, then Space Marines, personally.
Two
but-
Really?
total.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think
No,
either
no,
of
I
them
think-
is bad. I think
Okay.
it's.
It's like playing Yumi, bro. It's like a clutch.
Charges. You will
It's-
do
I
Scorpic
mean,
into
if I'm
the
just
beast
if
of
somebody's like,
Nurgle,
what's a
one
really
right.
easy army to start with?
I'll
I mean,
take
okay,
some
so first of all, I'd be like, if you looked at the armies, what interests you? Because that matters more than anything else. Like, if you're not bought into the
True.
army, then you're just not going to
That-
be
Exactly.
invested
You
to
gotta,
follow
you gotta
through
love,
with
you gotta
the
love the guys.
buying it and the building it and the painting it. So that's number one. But just on on balance, if they're like, it's all the same to me,
Might
just
go
tell me
as
what I
Demon
should
Prince
get.
and
I would tell people to get
11.
something that doesn't require a lot of models,
Still in 5s. there.
isn't
Not a
difficult to
great idea.
paint, and
do
is
need to set
relatively
something.
tough on the tabletop and does good damage. Like, just inherently does good
Yeah,
damage. It's not a
gonna
combo
work
army.
backwards, but
It just does the thing it says on the
still
tin.
hitting on
because
5s
all of
with
that
4
means that you
attacks,
get to
that's
be
just not smart.
playing games on a table
You
faster
get a few
than
points
if
for
you're
no
playing an
crazy
army
rolls.
that requires you to buy more, paint more, build more, has more finicky things to paint, and then in the
Those
game
will
requires
suck.
you to line up like I have to do
You just
A
kill
to do
that,
B to do
so
C.
I will go into
So that's why
I'll go
for
into
me,
both, actually.
Custodes are like the prototypical, like if you want the easiest thing to field and
True,
get started
true,
and be able to play, that for me it's Custodes. But again,
Yeah,
that is
definitely
you
a
have
very feels good
nothing?
army for sure. I totally agree.
yeah, and it's also
All
just with the
different,
proviso that nothing matters
very
more than
dull,
what
not really.
actually is appealing to you.
Yeah.
Because
And
I
also
would
think
not
it teaches you the
recommend.
fundamentals.
I would
Like,
not
it teaches
recommend
you the fundamentals
Sisters
too.
to start
die
with.
Oh yeah, no,
from as
absolutely
well.
But I started with Sisters and I
They
still love the
make it
game and it's fine. So
barely.
anything can work. But
not.
because yeah, that's what spoke to me. I fucking loved these insane religious zealot nuns running around and just literally causing miracles on the battlefield and whatnot. Like I'm here for that.
Yeah, because women are magic.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah, so these flayed ones are actually better off literally like standing as far away from the Rodriguez as possible.
Yeah, I
while
think
being on the point and
all he did
forcing
was
the
just
Rodriguez
was just feed Rodriguez
Yeah,
a
the
little
Rodriguez.
treat. Like the
Yeah.
Rodriguez beats these to death. Pretty
Yeah.
much guaranteed. He has 14 attacks. You are dead. So
So I mean, he could
Try
just
to
put
score something
OC5
stuff.
onto the point and clash with
You
him.
can interrupt. I don't
and,
know.
like,
well,
this is
OC5
permanently-
OC5 at least
Versus-
6.1 inches
versus-
away, but yes.
Your game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Rodriguez does have
I
the
guess just
I
the
lower your OC thing.
beast.
Oh yeah.
I guess you have a
Yeah,
character
there's no
on
reason to
there,
make this charge. All they do is die.
I do.
I don't. I have nothing on that one. I mean, you might like.
You might scratch him. He might
Yeah,
take
you
a
might do
roll.
like 2 damage to him.
Yeah, we'll swing that
Maybe.
Rhino, Sure.
Yep.
If you swing up a little
Okay.
bit, yeah. Don't know about that, but
Harvester.
we did
twos,
shoot
all hits,
quite a lot of these plague
threes,
brains
threes,
into
twos.
Yep.
into sleep here,
Uh,
though.
2 AP.
No, I don't get that because the Scorpics are dead.
Yeah, the monolith putting
2
in the
AP3.
work.
Turns out if he doesn't have to
Awesome.
advance, he does have
3.
guns and can shoot them.
Yep.
Okay, it's done.
And
36
down.
shots, 2 damage. Is really good into Space Marines.
Then 4 more,
Blade ones?
kill
Yeah.
Space Marines for fun.
Mm.
Oh,
This thing is no slouch. It's got
Come on,
4 last
system.
cannons on it, and
Mhm.
my
oof.
-1 hit.
and
What is that,
a
Michigan?
anti-infantry, anti-elite shot weapon,
not minus
A1
points.
2.
And it's got the
with
teleporting
blast,
and whatnot.
Extra
Yeah.
damage on
F1s.
you,
Oh.
I guess, for whatever reason.
The last cannon has
Hmm.
sustained D3.
Sustained.
Ooh.
It's got 4 shots on that bad boy too.
What, twin light?
Oh my goodness.
Not a single one. 4, AP1.
L3.
He does 0
Is there
damage
like a-
to him, actually. Oh, no, wait, no, he is feeling a pain
13.
6. So he did 3. So he
Alright.
even punched up
Did
more than we
A
expected.
little bit of damage.
He is
Okay.
now dead, though, so
Let's swing back.
observe.
3 lethal. Wow. 8 at -2.
6s.
6s?
Dead.
Not one. They are all dead.
Salute.
And now he gets a free 3-inch move.
I don't even know
Nearly
if he
half
takes
of what
it,
he
but
would have gotten next turn for just
does get it.
-2 on the Scorpic Lord.
Save
Beast
one.
into the Scorpic.
2 damage.
And we are
Rhino,
ticking along in this game, though.
1 hit. Nothing. Oh,
Yeah. Thank you to everybody joining and watching. Appreciate everybody
I get
sounding off in the chat
no
as well.
Secondaries. I did not kill a unit.
It's nice to have you all here.
I do control.
If
a
it's your
secondary.
first time, welcome. If you're a new viewer, thanks for coming back.
you
Or
do
sorry, if you're an old viewer, thanks for
It's
coming
your
back.
turn.
That's how those words work.
4.
But if you are new, feel
Maybe
free
forward
to like the
position,
stream
display
and
of
subscribe to the
mics.
channel so you see when we go live with these
Already have
streams. We do them every Monday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific
Previous
time as we are in
lows.
San Diego.
Never gonna happen.
Then we also do 40K
Good, so
videos
I'm
and
gonna
other
go,
streams throughout the
Battleshock
week
and
as
a
well.
Rhino.
And our schedule gets
He's
posted
good.
on Fridays. So you can see what we're doing in the upcoming week. Next week we have
Plague
our
Marines.
TTS event
They're good.
next Saturday. So if you're interested in playing with us or being on stream, you can sign up for that. The link is in the description. So that's exciting for us next week. We'll have that next Saturday. Some of us
Yeah,
playing, some of us
display of
commentating,
mics.
channel live all
How
day
many do you have in No Man's Land?
for that
1?
event. Should be fun.
Well,
Two.
1. You're-
Checking Dustin
yeah,
here. He
just
still has
one
Grievous
minus
Blow.
one, so-
Still has to kill all of those Lich Guard in the back if he wants to score that. And he did also pick up forward position, which he actually can fairly trivially score with Rodriguez being where he is. And then Display of Might. We have the score here.
5.
Dustin up 10 points before he starts scoring in this turn.
If I stay at this level.
49 to 39.
Let's go here.
Yep. And now Dustin just needs to play safe, hang out, and push his buttons and score his primary and just push with the ghouls, and he's chilling.
Yeah, we can see here. So this is Dustin. He has lost 1 unit, his Chaos Spawn. Dylan has lost many units. It's 710
Wanna get
total points
closer.
lost to Dustin's 80, and
Close
Dustin now
Spawn.
has the next move, the chance to do
Yeah.
his damage first.
Touching there.
Yeah, this
Yeah, I'm surprised he doesn't put the Plague Marines back into the bus.
definitely an option. He could. The problem is that you can't embark in a Rhino after the
This guy's
Rhino
gonna
has
hop
fallen
out,
back,
but he is battle shocked.
and I don't think
Oh, I
he
see.
could advance, but he
There.
runs the chance of rolling too low to get back in. He actually
even see
probably
the-
can anyway, but yeah, he is engaged with
You
that
just see
scorpion.
the
Scorpic Lord's infantry.
Maybe
correct?
next turn.
Oh yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't heroic with a Defiler into the Scorpic.
Might have been an awkward, it looks like a 5-inch, but he really has to roll a 9 because he's a big thickums to
Big
get around that box
man.
there. Also, yeah, I don't know. Doesn't have to spend the CP. He's currently at 0. I didn't see what he spent it on this turn. He must have spent 1. I don't know if he auto passed something. I doubt it.
He may have auto passed the Marines, maybe. Probably not. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. Rodriguez doesn't need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't see what he did. Maybe somebody in chat caught it, but I did not while I was
Oh, wait, it's
updating
not
the
primary.
lists and
Cafe I hold 1. So 4 points. So
Updating his
far.
primary there.
Rodigus.
Roddy Rich.
Ooh.
You do not want to charge off that. Unless you have another way to get back on, or you just say that I'm going to score forward position after your monolith is dead. That's also an option.
Go here.
Sometimes
he
have
could probably-
to break the habit of 10th
huge.
edition. He might be
He's
able to
huge,
get
yeah.
to get in that corner
Yeah.
and still be touching. That is true.
Yeah.
This is true. Rhino saying thank you, see you later. Pretty clear though here his turn will just be focused on potentially
Kinda
picking up that
hurts
Scorpic
my
Lord and then killing the monolith.
Display, but I can just do this.
If that. Definitely just kill the monolith.
Okay.
And then that is another 420 points for Dylan lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, taking the monolith
Do you want
and
to
the deceiver
do
feels like it may
Can't
not
really
like you may
do
not have
anything
enough trading
with it.
pieces, right? Because that's like too huge.
There's Titanic.
That's like 700 points, right? 800 points between the two of them already. And this army really
Plague
wants to
Marines
spread
are all
out.
going to shoot at the
Yeah,
monolith.
it's 750
Oh, wait,
points.
just do it in 12.
Yeah.
Might have to move him up.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Yeah, and I think again, Dylan not getting those Lich Guard to be able to activate this last turn, potentially killing all of those Plague
Plasma's
Marines if he was
overcharged.
further up and was able to charge them.
Okay.
Definitely is going to hurt him as well. I think he was just a little too passive. Didn't push up and take enough space and
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
kind of make sure his
What
swing
is
backs
the
into Dustin's
AP on
Dustin's
all this shooting at the monolith?
response and him pushing the Deceiver and the Monolith up was high enough.
Yep.
It will be
I'm
AP
honestly, the other thing is
Okay, I
I
will be
you know
moving
he also let those
I'm just
heavy
gonna
locust
CP to
destroyers
give the
just
monolith a
get
4 up
caught
till
out.
the
That
end of
didn't
the
need to happen.
phase.
But
Yep.
I'm not
Okay.
sure Dylan realistically had the list to kill all of the the Guo and the Rodigus and the Defiler and all of it, and the Beasts of Nurgle, which are also not trivial to kill.
Well, the
fives,
well, he
so
doesn't
four,
have to,
minus 4.
right? He just needs to put
Force,
bodies on
fail 3.
objectives and
damage
hold back the
Takes 1 mortal from
you know, like
hazardous.
the ghouls and the defilers and the plague.
guy.
Like I mean, he just needs to put guys on points. Like he doesn't have to kill anything really. Like
Plague
he just needs to
caster,
send in waves of waves of guys to hold him back. But he didn't move up his army
sixes.
fast enough.
I
no,
definitely think he should have
minus
just done
2.
that. I just think even with like perfect execution, I think the Death Guard was going to
Minus 3, but minus 3, yeah.
cut through, provided the Necron
Hazardous,
didn't just spike
that's
fours forever.
And this one.
Well, the deceiver essentially accomplished
Plus
nothing, right?
lethal
This deceiver could have been staging safely
on
behind this L, and the plague
chunk
cast
sevens
the
with
plague marines would
fives.
never interact with him,
5
but he
at
was on this
minus 2.
terrain, so he
Yeah.
just died essentially.
Because
for
he
nothing.
tried to charge him into the Rhino, but the problem is even if he kills the
3.
Rhino, the Plague Marines are
2
still
damage.
Yeah.
there. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe he consolidates into him and the Plague Marines can't answer him, but
Okay.
that
Fingerprints.
was definitely not the safest play.
Boot. Colonel
Yeah, deceiver wants to
Command.
bully like these like plague drones and like
solid.
maybe the Beast of Nurgle
Fives,
down here
1,
in the
minus 2.
expansion. Does not want to mess around with the party bus full of
Damage?
plague marines.
No.
2.
No, very few things survive that.
Yeah. The volume. The volume is what really
Rodigus
does it.
is
Volume
long.
and like 2 damage, 3 damage.
100%.
Adds up.
On 5, 6 are devastating, 1 save, and 3 dev.
Ooh.
What's
Yeah,
up, Joey?
takes
I
it.
see you there
4
in the chat.
damage, so 4
My
total
old
damage.
Tyrannid sparring partner that I learned the game from.
8.
What's up, Joey?
Um,
No bugs on display here
well, that
today,
went
but
a
you know,
little bit better than I
we've got
anticipated.
some dirty robots and
So we'll
big
do-
pussy men running around.
Fire's gonna put the autocannons as
Not
the
all is
monolith,
lost.
and then everything else in the Scorpic Lord.
Monolith looks like it's going to go down to shooting at this
On
rate.
force. Up 2. This is 5, 6 are devastating.
1 dev.
3
2
saves at minus
saves.
2, and 1 dev for 3 damage.
He's
Monolith is not making saves today. Does he explode?
Mm.
No.
Nope.
No explode.
2 the Scorpic Lord. 3.
Dice roll spiking was
Twos.
happening. No, there.
Two
The only
minus
dice roll
4.
spike we had was Dylan rolling 6
I don't know
6
why I
up
rolled that.
invulns out of like
Oh,
8
no, yeah,
attacks
he's up
early.
damage?
Three
It's fairly
damage.
trivial, but
Three.
it is like one of those like, damn, that was a lot of sixes.
Excruciators.
When Orc
Roll
Codex review?
on
It's a good question.
So
A
7
lot of the
minus 2.
codex has been leaked, so we definitely could start on that. But we're definitely going to, at the very least, when it's completely out or when we're ready to do it, we will have all of our Orc players.
I'll do the action with a
and
Grand Queen one.
we'll go all the way through it. We're excited. Our first codex review of 11th should be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Yep. The only thing is that, you know, like, it's not as meaningful to talk about codexes until you see the points, because like
Also
you're just
true.
not going to know.
Yeah, without the
like,
MFM, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but
I think that's
with
it.
that
I
being
can't
said,
really,
I still
confidently
think
try
that
to-
just looking at the rule design philosophy could have a
position,
lot of really
I'll score
interesting
5,
insights as to like what
display 'em
future
and
data
wait
sheets are going to look
till
like,
your
what future
turn.
abilities are going to look like. So I still think there's going to be lots of interesting things to talk
Realistically,
about, even
stop
without
it,
the
but-
MFM.
I will do the action and I will destroy. just one or more
Work
enemy units.
together strong. Orc very strong right now. Some of those data sheets look very strong, but like Liam said, if they all go up in points a lot, then it might cancel out. If
Yep,
they
I'll
stay
do
really low, they
decent.
might just keep rampaging around. So it's hard to say without the points and knowing what detachment is what disposition. And
Secondaries, bring it down.
it does seem
Thunder.
interesting though that it
Can't
seems like
really
they're
do
going
quite
towards. We're going to be playing 3 1-point detachments for the most part,
This
because
point
most
is
of the
not
detachments
really a
seem like
point
they're
to
just
go
1
up
DP.
because
There doesn't really seem to be a lot of 2
there's
DP
forward
versions.
behind you.
Yeah.
There's just Warhorde, which is very
primary,
clearly going to be
I
3.
do not
Maybe that
control
one's
any
2, but I doubt it.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
and
Unless they
then-
take away something serious.
And then everything else is 1 DP, is what it looks like. But again, we don't know that until the
It's not
MFM
really
comes out, so
his
it's hard to say.
thing.
Dylan there has a lot of cards. Problem is, as you can see here from his army, not a lot of units left. He essentially has this one big brick here with Imatech and the Tomb Crawlers and all the Lich Guard, 3 Ophidians in the back, 1 Doomsday Arc against the world. So, and just a quick check on Dustin. He has lost Chaos Spawn fully. So the Death Guard are rampaging here. It's just now what Dylan can score, what he can scrounge out. Because from a team's perspective, if you're playing this as a team's army right now, if Dylan gets to 50 points, so if he scores 11 more points in any way at the end of this game, that secures 1 point for his team. And again, if you
Bring it down doesn't even count.
check out our
for
podcast from this week talking about WTC, someone scoring a 1 instead of a 0 changed the world champion for the year.
No,
So
no,
it
it's
can
10.
matter
I don't
in
know
a
what
team's
I thought.
event.
Yep.
It's 13.
Yep.
Thinking
Yep.
of Grievous plugin. Okay.
Yeah, and
so
really
I'll
the
just bring it demon
really the
points,
issue here
and
for
get
Dylan was
assassinate,
just
no
not
crits,
developing his
and
board,
bring it down.
not bringing up his guys, and
Can't
having
really
some
reliably kill
oopsie
anything else.
asymmetric
I mean,
trades, and those
play
really
Spike
add up.
hard and you
Yep,
fail
the consolidating the
horribly on
Scorpex in when he didn't need to,
Playground,
losing a bunch of them, losing the
but
flayed ones for
that's
free
unlikely.
into Rodigus.
Everything's
Not
good,
having
I
the
don't
Lich
have
Guard
enough
posted
damage
up so
for
they could
that.
go finish off the Plague Marines. Losing the
Okay,
heavy Locust
fine.
Destroyers to the
Can't
Defiler
really
when
bully
they
over the wall if I go
had no
first
reason to
then.
be exposed.
Okay, I think I
That all
move,
that
try
all
and make this charge.
snowballs in, and it's
try and kill
even
the
worse
demon
when you're playing
points.
kind of a stat checky list like this Death Guard unit, where if you start losing resources to mistakes, then you never get over the hump, and it snowballs really bad because you just don't have the units to get through anything, and yeah, the-
Yep.
the Nurgle stink encroaches, surrounds you. Another question, disposition review when we've talked about it. I don't know if we'll get to it right away, just because we're going to a tournament. The Orc Codex is coming out. Some things,
Okay.
the new data slate should be coming out. My quick and dirty disposition review is, I would say,
5 inches.
priority assets, take and hold, recon the best 3 in some order, then purge the foe, and then disruption last. But
Well, since you did the tier list, I would do the not
ordering?
tier list response. So my impression is like really just play what you like, and there'll be a way to play it well with your army. Like if it's one of the dispositions that your army is good at doing, and
there's
it's one
not
of
really a
the
point to
dispositions
get
that you like
closer to
playing,
you.
then I think it's fine for you to just practice and try to get
Just pivot.
like every disposition is playable, and every disposition is needed in a team.
Inference.
So,
cool.
Very true. Especially like we said, we're teams focused here, so
I
yeah,
don't have
you're gonna
things
play
like that.
So it's-
everything. Somebody's got to play
Yeah, so it-
somebody's got to play it.
Pivot.
So it's actually much more relevant that you find a disposition that you like, that you are willing
Even if
to
I did
practice
shoot
on,
them
that
and I
you're
killed
willing
one,
to,
you
yeah.
would make
So
the
that's
charge
much more
harder.
important than like what is necessarily the
Oh, no,
best.
that's your plague count.
I also agree.
So
I also love the system in general, and I think with more balancing,
wouldn't-
they can keep it even more interesting.
Because I killed all the plague
Yeah.
marines.
Yeah, I think disruption
I
definitely
don't
needs
know
some
which one
help,
of the
just in terms
characters
of
you would
it's
kill
clearly
first.
lagging behind the others. But I think it's
Mhm.
something that can be
It's gone.
fixed,
Okay.
and I love the system. And I also agree with Lamb. Play what you find is fun. Play what you can build your army around it.
I will
But-
at
Yep.
least finish setting
Yep.
up my
Also,
Now,
though-
obviously, if you play an army that has like 5 data sheets, right? You know, you
It
might
does.
only have 2 or 3 dispositions that your army is particularly good at, and you know may not necessarily
He's-
love playing those dispositions, right? But
See,
if you're like a Space Marine player, right, Tyranid player, Orc player, I mean, you have so many options. Like you can cook up something.
And then yes, in the
Quick
chat,
question. Pivoting still counts as moving, right?
do you
Even
have
that's
to
wrong.
run different dispositions
It
at team
doesn't-
events? You
Oh,
do. You have to run different
'Cause
factions.
that would
Seriously.
matter for
And then you
dead
also
wounds.
have to run different dispositions
I
for a 5-man
don't
team
actually
event.
know that answer.
The
I
you
mean,
have to
I
run
feel like
one
it
of
makes
each because
sense
there's
that
5
it still
dispositions.
count.
If you go up
Yep.
to 8-man, which is what WTC just was,
I'm not
you
sure,
have to
'cause I
run
feel
all
like this is one of the
5,
few
and then you
things in
can
the game
run
that has that
one
benefit,
additional
or has a benefit similar to that.
of 3 of the others. So you can do 2, 2, 2, 1, 1. But yes,
Yep.
you are
Okay.
forced into playing
Figured
different
out
dispositions,
in a
which
second.
adds an extra layer into team
shooting.
building and the pairings
Yeah.
process
I don't
and
think
everything
pivoting's
down the
actually
line.
a
I think it's
rule
really cool.
anymore.
It just
Yeah,
you just
like your take and hold player is gonna
do
know where
pivot.
to post up his
It's not a
boys
thing anymore.
better than
Interesting.
like some random guy who's been playing Prio all season
Just
or
need to check
Recon
the
all
reference really
season.
quick,
Like
see if it
like
is
those are just different muscle
listed.
memories. So I definitely
Yeah,
think,
there's
and especially the best thing about the
Nothing
disposition
in there
system
for
is that you
pivot.
have all these units that
Interesting.
previously just like didn't have
Yeah.
good enough stats.
Yeah,
right?
because they
So
weren't
being
good at
included-
doing take and hold and purge the foe, which is
So
really
it's
all
like
10th edition
wooden?
was at the end. So
Exactly. So now there's all these units. Like if you needed a guy whose job it was to stand somewhere for 80 points, press a
I mean,
button,
you can
doesn't
even if it does count,
die
you
immediately
can
to the
still
first
move
thing that looks at
3
him.
inches and still
You know, there's
get
a guy
heavy.
who
but
can
you're
do that.
different,
yeah,
you
but
know?
I can't move to get dev wounds.
I don't know. Seems like it's fine.
You know,
Okay.
you would have to be
If
stationary,
you're okay with
meaning
it, I'm
that
okay with
you
it.
yes,
never move
pivoting
at all.
pivoting
I don't
counts as
see any
moving here
instances
for the rule
otherwise,
that
but-
they're
Yeah.
talking about because it's the remain stationary.
What the fuck
So yes, it doesn't
else?
cost any
Go for it.
inches to pivot, but it
They should
does.
probably
That is
update
still
that. I mean, to
moving.
be fair, they should change that model to
You
the
are
heavy
still
thing,
moving.
but we'll see. We'll start here.
It'd be equivalent to being like,
Oh,
oh, I'm
um,
engaged,
I
but
don't
I'm gonna
know what
pivot
else
for
was.
free to get like a different line. Like that is you're still
Yeah.
you're still falling
Yeah.
back if you do that.
Yep.
This is heavy. I can't get both of these.
Disruption is most popular. Disruption is
Actually,
actually
you know,
the
if I change
least
this,
popular,
move
at
over,
least on the
Yeah, go
WTC
for it.
level.
let's
It
get
was
this back.
take and hold priority assets and recon were the top 3, and then purge the foe, and then disruption was by far the least taken.
These guys
Yep.
are gonna slip over.
And the common denominator here is that those are the ones that require
Happy with that.
interaction with your opponent the most.
Correct. Yep. Yep. The
So,
strength of
for-
prio, take and
Nah,
hold,
go for
and
it.
recon is that you can score without having to directly
Immatech
engage your
and his
opponents.
2 tomb crawlers will shoot at the
Yep.
plague marines.
They're all touching cover. Or turn.
Dustin would
Yep.
be getting 8 points a turn
Uh,
if he killed no
Only one
units,
thing ignores cover in
or he
this
can be
list,
getting 10
so
points
start
if he
with
killed a
that one
unit.
just to get it
Oh,
out of the way.
you know.
Your T6.
Not a big
this
difference
will
there.
be
Or the purge the foe
fives.
player, it's usually like
Too
you score
bad.
4 points without killing a unit, and
AP1.
then like 8 to 12 points if you start killing
Well,
things.
once you kill
That
it,
requires you to
yeah.
kill things, which means you're forced
And we'll
into
go to
getting the game
kill
going
staff,
sooner than the take and hold or the priority assets player. And
Yep,
typically you don't want to be the one who makes the first move because then you get hit the
One
hardest.
AP3.
You fall into the tip of the spear of your opponent, and then they get to
Oh,
actually
damage.
hit you.
2 damage.
And then for the rest of the game, you're down that early trade.
Dimensional isolator on 5s. Well, okay. Sure. And 5s again. Nothing there.
Yeah, for singles, I would definitely
Reaper.
say,
5s.
you know, just keep playing what you
and 5s.
are the best at, because I feel like the skill
Oh,
differential
totally.
is still better than the like the disposition power level differential. I feel like you
On
being
Doomsday,
good
we'll
at your
just shoot
dispositions is
everything
still
at
worth
the
more than
Demon Prince, I
playing
guess.
theoretically a better disposition.
Yeah, 100%. Or especially for
should-
singles,
Or an
like
army.
I really want to
Getting
play
rapid
this
fire.
detachment, and this detachment only gives me this disposition. Well, that's what you're playing, so you got to make
Yep.
it work if you
Can I
want to use
measure
that
from
detachment.
here?
Yep.
I mean,
Pretty
I
sure
don't
you're
think I
framed,
think this is the
so-
closest, so
I think you're framed now, so I think you're good.
okay.
I think they FAQ'd that.
Yeah,
to be
so
framed,
Dylan just doing
so
some
just the difference.
shooting here, taking out what he can take
Pretty sure
out.
the GDA got it as
Um,
well.
As we kind of
I think I
alluded
did
to,
too.
just from the
I'll
board
double
state,
check.
Dylan
So
will
it
not
made
be
sense
winning
for
this
it
game,
to
but he's
have
doing
it,
his best
but
to
sometimes GW
score what he can score. Because again, if it's like a team's environment, if he gets to 50
yeah,
points,
that's
he
right.
at
Okay.
least secures a point. So
Doomsday Cannon.
it's worth fighting until the end in a team's environment. In a singles game, you could kind of take this game and be like,
Right, you don't have cover.
let's just talk it out, draw your cards, see what you get. we'll get out of here, get an early lunch, get some rest before my next round.
Yep.
And T11, so 3s. No devs, 3 AP4.
L1.
I will also say, for the record as well, Dylan stepped up and filled in a spot for us tonight because you're supposed to have a guest star appearance by another team here from Southern California, San Diego area, who had to reschedule because of a scheduling conflict that came up. So Dylan got thrown into the fire with not as much time to prepare and
I feel all
whatnot. So
1 damage.
appreciate him being flexible and still getting a stream up for everybody here, giving me and Lamb
Yep.
a canvas on
Okay.
which to
Charges.
to
Do we
yap
have anything
onto.
else to get to them?
Yeah.
Whatever.
And then similarly, Lamb also filling in. But it's
just
easier to fill
the-
in as a commentator than a player
That's
for
fair.
obvious reasons. You just show up and
Okay.
just start talking. There's no, I don't have to do anything.
They will
Let's do it.
sacrifice their life for Pakistan, apparently.
We did have a boxcar charge though, so that's always fun. See, this is what I'm
Yep.
saying. He might secure him the
More OC. That was
getting up to 50
5
points by the end of the game,
No, they're the same OC.
and
10.
being able to secure that point in a team's environment.
Oh no, that should have only been 8. Oh no, they were further back. Okay.
Real quick though, while Dylan is finishing moving this brick, I do want to call out again our first channel sponsor, Hades 3D Print and Design.
11.
First channel sponsor. They make really great terrain. We're using it at our in-person event at the end of September. Got 10 sets that we're gonna paint up. Lamb is even flying out a day early to help us get all this painted up and looking nice for everybody for our event. We've used it on some of our in-person streams. We use it at our practices. It's really great terrain sets. Come with the terrain that match the layouts perfectly. Comes with the terrain footprints included as well, so you don't have to buy them separately. And if you are interested in getting a set for yourself and
actually, am I
having
allowed to do this?
perfect 11th edition terrain,
no.
you can check out the link in the description. You get 10% off if you use our code, and that helps yourself get some good terrain at a good price, helps support our channel, and helps support a local small business here in San Diego. So again, thank you, Hades. Look forward to getting your terrain painted up and on our stream, and hopefully fans of the channel get theirs as well.
Any heroics before
Also, I should note the code that we have there is good for the first 5 people
Pilots
who
fight
snap it up.
this.
So if you're interested, grab it before it is gone.
Yeah, great looking stuff. We're gonna be doing I think a 2-day painting party at Daniel's house to get those not just battle ready, but
Looking nice.
good enough, looking nice, because I try to go
Those really
for
can't really
studio
do anything.
quality looking miniatures, and a part of that is also to have studio quality looking terrain to play your guys and take photographs of your guys on, right? So
Yep, and
so
it'll
definitely if you
look good for our streams as well when we do it for those events. and-
exactly. So yeah, it's definitely worth putting in the extra effort to make sure that the environment you play on is also nice, right?
Yep, fashion and function. It's easy.
Exactly.
The walls go exactly where they're supposed to go. You got these new little pieces here that are like the towers with the 2 fences next to each other that we didn't have in 10th edition. So instead of jerry rigging some of your old terrain to maybe kind of fit that shape, you just get this stuff that exactly matches it. You don't have to think about it. You just put it on the spot where it goes. So it's function. You paint it up. It looks good. And yeah, I do really like it as a terrain to play with as well. The
All right.
being able to take the top of the terrain off, and
Start
it,
the
it
claws.
works exactly how I'd want it to work. So I'm really happy with it.
Fours. You are
Yep.
T6.
I think what we'll do is we'll paint each of them
1.
like a different
Uh,
undercolor, and then we'll use
AP1.
the same like highlight, like a
There's a-
unifying highlight color, so you can tell which set belongs with which.
Staff,
And then we'll just do like an opposite color wash or pigment powder pass to give some contrast.
1 AP3.
I trust Lamb implicitly about these things. I will just do what I am told. I paint my models to a standard that I'm happy with, but Lamb is the expert here, so
You're gonna
I'm
show up
I'm
and have
smiling
hands,
and
roger
nodding.
that.
Correct.
Threes.
Mhm.
Jesus.
Yep.
That's the best.
And 4s.
You know, it's I know the things I know. I could
6
tell you how to play
AP2,
EC. I could
1
tell you how to
damage.
play Sisters. You know, I have a decent idea of how some of the other armies play. Painting, I just do my own thing for my armies. For other people, I'll just be like, how should I do this? I'll be like, I don't know. I don't know, man.
He's alive on 1.
Somebody knows more than me.
Cool. Your fight.
Oh my god, doesn't wipe
I'm
the
gonna lose one of these
unit.
guys to coherency.
I think there was a... No, he only went into that unit,
Staff.
huh? Good lord.
3s. Lethal sus.
Brutal.
That's not what he was looking for.
5.
5 to 4s. 3s.
I mean, it's good to avenge the
6 at
deceiver,
minus,
but
2.
I think that unit just dies
Force.
because the bus pulls up,
Not 1
picks up the rest of the
damage.
boys on the fallback.
1, 3,
And,
2, 3, 1, 2.
Yep, yeah, they can still shoot.
How many 1s?
I mean, the Defiler just
Oh, well, it's actually
holds the
also-
trigger down and these all fall over is
Yep.
the reality.
Yep,
The
yep.
first 2
Uh,
kill a guy.
Yep.
This kills a guy, kills a guy. So 4 guys.
Lost a lot more than he killed, I'm noticing.
Oh,
Reminder, this biologist putrefier is also OC7 currently, so we did not take the objective from him. We're not going to be able to fall back to get more OC onto the
5
objective
at
because we're also
-1.
tied up with the plaguecaster still.
I think their base save is 3, so it's still a 4. Yeah. 2 fail.
1 damage each.
I think it's telling when Necron is
This guy.
like being played in competitive,
I
mostly
technically
as
supposed to
a
leave the,
Anvil
playcaster
like
there until the end
stat
of
check
turn,
brick
but
or Catan spam, right? Which
Yeah, I
is
saw
also a stat check
them.
brick.
A lot of them playing just Purge the Foe in WTC as well. Just kind of
I
you
guess-
can't kill me, I can kill you
no.
well
Can
enough.
I consolidate? I don't
Yep.
think so, because I'm already
Yep.
engaged, right?
So really feeling the crunch here with a lot of these guys who don't have invulnerable saves, who
move.
have 4
you
up.
can, like,
I can move
essentially
these closer.
pile
You know,
in
some of
if
the, like this
yeah.
like just it's like the early edition feel. You know, like when you're not taking late edition units like the Nightbringer.
Yeah, these
just-
guys are
it's
the
tough.
ones.
Yeah, Dylan definitely brought some. These models are fun and they look cool, and I want to get them on the table. It is not the.
Unfortunately,
I'm bringing
Mhm.
I'm bringing
can these ones do it?
the
Since they
most
Yeah.
gas I've got.
Yeah, Locust Destroyers not having a 5-up is just gross.
The
like a
guys
5-up
that are already
invulnerable
maxed
save
out.
is just
Gotta
like
end
what am I
closer to
looking at? Like
Yeah.
3-up save,
Just touch.
just 3 wound guys walking around. Like
That's why usually you don't bring 2.
Ridiculous.
You bring
This guy didn't move.
3 different units of 3 or 6, and
Yep.
yeah. Yep. Dustin definitely going to be able to knock this out here. I guess he did kill the.
2.7. so
Plaguecaster?
3 I can move.
So that was just the putrefier. Not sure
Okay.
how he was able to
That is my turn.
consolidate in there. I mean, it's
Okay.
still nowhere
Still
near
gonna
enough
get no
OC
crit,
because he's
that unit's still
OC7.
technically alive.
hilarious.
I will get display of might.
Should be moving on to round 5 and wrapping things up fairly quickly here. Not too much left to do.
What is
Tempting
it?
target. He's
then
going to
shoot.
tempt him. Doesn't matter. He holds all the objectives next.
yeah, by far
And
by
defense
far our fastest
stronghold.
game yet.
never
targets.
taking that. So
Uh,
Yeah, we're gonna
The
finish
central
sub
one.
2 hours.
there we are.
That's
Grievous
wild.
Blow has walked up to him, so we
Uh,
can now do that.
Rhinos,
Display of
Battle
Might, he
Cry.
already
Yep, yep.
scored. That was at the end of
That's
last
good.
turn, though.
Future fires.
Tempting
battle
target's
trap.
free. Defense stronghold's free. Yep. Dustin's
good.
going to max out, I think, here.
Um,
Maybe not with
that's-
primary. He's gonna fall
That's
1
good.
point short of primary.
and
So
that's it.
should get a 99 for Dustin.
Primary. I will score 4.
Yeah, so notably Dylan's home.
It was 10 points
Uh,
for holding your home at the end of the game.
offers him no benefit.
Can't really
Like
get
offers him
there
no
unless
points.
you somehow
It offers
don't
him
do
1 point.
difference.
Because like he's going to end at 44.
Guess we're gonna go try.
Yep, he's going for it. That would be a way to get the extra point. Might as well. It does have to hold it at the end of the game, though, so that DDA could just walk over and kill him.
Spend
But
1 CP to move Radagast through the wall.
Yeah,
now he's probably not going to get it. Because he's going to be tied up with Rodriguez. But such is life.
Yep. Surprisingly, this is actually one of the maps that are somewhat Google friendly, somewhat dinner play friendly, because there's actually a few maps that are like very, very difficult to play with.
Yeah.
With triple dinner plates. This is actually a surprisingly good map.
Yep, I'm taking 2 dinner plates to my next event, the double crab. So yeah, getting used to where hiding 1 crab is usually very easy. Hiding the 2nd crab on some maps is like, interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, this would not be one of them though. You can just put both of them right behind your expansion, no problem. Put 1 more central. There's no real shooting lane into them. Could even kind of be where these Nurglings are in front of your home objective and hide a Defiler there pretty trivially. So a lot of good options.
Yep. Yeah. This map is actually, I would say, very taken whole favored, because you can stage your entire army behind the middle.
Yep.
It's just so big.
It's got these nice big friendly staging points.
Yep. And you can put big bricks of battle line guys onto the middle, behind the wall, and it's totally uninteractable. But yeah, Dustin really taking good advantage of
Outside 2 everywhere.
the
Sorry,
space
going
that
Mhm.
Dylan gave
fast,
him
but-
to develop his board.
Oh, you're fine.
And yeah,
Yeah, I think Dustin's played pretty clinically here.
Okay.
Not too many
Yeah,
things I would
yeah,
have too much to say.
yep.
This guy's kind of in the
Drafted
way.
up a Necron Lance West, and it was an absolutely abhorrent infantry spam. That could be interesting. Necron's definitely outside of the warrior brick that you can have one of that has a 4-up. With not Imhotep. It's Orican. There we go. Yeah, that could be an interesting list.
I actually think Silvertide is quite good in general,
turn 5,
because
so-
you just push OC basically,
Mm.
and I think
I think you get it in the bag.
I
You may
think
as
the
well have some
basic,
fun.
like even
I
just
know why I
like the
put
basic
those guys
Necron
there, so we're
warriors
not getting
have
engaged.
like some way to punch up. I forgot it's like lethals or 5-1-2s or 5-1-1 or something. It's like
so
like their guns are not bad.
I think that's gonna be
Yeah, but that is not the
Movement.
Necrons that
Would
we
like
saw a
to do
lot of at
anything?
the end of 10th edition. It was a lot of
Yeah,
Catan.
that's
There's a
why
lot
the
of
CP
Wraiths.
Trying to Overwatch the Demon
Occasionally,
Knights.
there's that 120 brick of warriors
makes
with
sense to
Orican.
me.
Yeah, it's a 5-up
That
invulnerable
guy
world,
lived at
right?
wound.
Like, yeah,
Or 4-up.
Can't be going out. Sometimes,
Yeah,
sometimes
there's
4-up.
only chances for it.
Says the
But
newly minted custody
May
player.
as well try and
Yeah.
reduce your
But
scoring a
but
little
5-up is like the minimum,
For sure.
right? To
Improve
become
mine a
like a
little bit.
serious anvil unit.
Sixes.
It's like if you don't have a
Hey,
5-up, you're like
two.
not an anvil unit.
bit. And 3s. 2 AP4.
They both.
Gauss Flares.
So this was an Overwatch from the Doomsday Arc.
2 sus.
So
Or not
far,
2 sus. 2 lethal.
no joy.
AP.
Fail 1. I'll CP it.
I wonder if the Silent King DDA stuff is still playable.
And I'm good.
Dang. Alright.
Because like that army has a
Okie dokie.
lot of was really powerful at one point as well.
Yeah, and Necrons
Other
had a lot of
vehicles.
different
Yes.
different builds and 10th that were quite strong at different points in time.
Now that like heavy is cracked and vehicles are kind of cracked
Well,
again, like
Yep.
I'm wondering if Silent King DDA is back on the menu.
Are you all touching?
Did it ever really leave? Is the question.
No, you're not.
Yeah, definitely.
All hits.
It like falls over to a lot of stuff.
3.
Save 2. Damage.
You just put enough wraiths in that list as well, and they can't kill all of it. I have no pity for Necrons. Necrons can build some
Yeah,
truly vile
threes.
stuff that is just like
5 at -3.
yeah they have the tools in there to be
Three.
very
1 damage.
oh you're playing Necrons, great.
Alright, 1. Oh, that was the wrong thing.
I mean, they also have a surprisingly large catalog too, right? They have,
Yeah.
they have
One of
yeah,
the
just
Like
been
deceptively
around a
large
long
unit
time. Yep,
count.
got a lot of options.
Overcharging.
Those destroyers have been around since I was like in middle school. You know,
3 at -3.
still rocking it.
That takes 2.
The first one kills the guy. Second one kills the guy. It's 3 damage.
Got the Tomb Crawlers,
Okay,
1 Lich Guard, and Imhotech left to go.
Yep.
With
The
plenty of
Imhotech's actually
things
gonna
that can
shoot the,
charge in.
Ophidians.
Yep.
They have 3 wounds each. Yeah, 3 wounds each.
Here's the victory lap
Colonel Cannon.
Yep.
before the Nexus explodes.
All hits.
Yeah.
Are
They're killing your. They're all alive in your base. You're all dead. They're
Not
killing your
contagious.
inhibitors.
Yeah.
and you are toughness.
They like get back to get like Dragon Soul
5,
before they end,
so
even though
this
it's like
is
30-2.
Mhm.
2 at -1.
Yeah, get a real quick Solar Baron
Don't
while we're
say
at it.
2 damage each.
Not to be
Yeah.
confused with the scavenging
Routing us
baron
into
and
the
the
Doomsday Arc.
Walk up,
The soccer
wait for
mom
you to
Baron.
respawn, kill you in your base
On,
again, then
You are
then end.
toughness 9 down to 8, so
Yeah.
4s. So 1 save and 2 devastating. 1 save at -3.
Save the save.
Save 2
Damage on those.
devs.
1 each, so just 2 damage. Okay. Defiler. We'll put the
Yeah, as we're finishing this up, though, I do have to call out that pretty likely we're getting a data slate next week, so should be an exciting
dump
week of
everything
Warhammer
into
between.
Imhotech Squad, I think.
absolutely.
You know, we've got our normal 2 streams. We're also going to an event as a team this weekend with a lot of us going, so we're looking forward to that, and we should have some good stories for that
no
one.
blast
Should have a
anymore.
data slate coming
Blast
out.
off.
We have our
Force.
once again
There's
our
one lethal
TTS
at
event
-4.
next Saturday. Information in the
Okay.
description if you're interested in doing that. So
Appreciator.
might have a TTS RTT with brand new data
Oh.
slate, brand new rules,
at
new
-2.
points. Should be a really fun week. It's always
Take 2.
Christmas, you know, data slate day.
2 damage each.
What am I gonna get?
Kills a guy. Brings the Tomb Crawler down to 1.
What is GW going to give me today? Sometimes it's coal.
Use 4 at -2.
I think I'm gonna buy a Nasdaq just to paint it.
No, they don't.
Yeah, he looks very cool.
-2,
Orcs are getting some
-3.
toys. I don't even know if they'll get much impact in this data
damage.
slate, although they're clearly the
Kills
best army
this
and
guy.
need to be adjusted because it's like
Alright.
the codex is coming out in like
Charges.
2 weeks. Why even put the?
But what's your prediction? What's your
Um,
prediction? Do you think it's gonna be? Do you think they'll
Defiler.
I think-
overshot like the nerfs, or do you think they'll undershot
4.
the nerfs? Like, do
I
you
think they'll
it's gonna be-
undershoot the nerfs until the
This
codex
drone's
because I think
pressing
they're
the
not
button,
going to
by
spend
the
a
way.
lot of time balancing anything
No,
outside
no, no.
of
I'm
maybe
saying
points.
I'm saying the
the codex.
first codex, the first codex points. Do you think the first codex points are
They'll
gonna be-
undershoot. I think they'll be a little too strong.
You think so?
Yeah.
Mm.
That is my guess. yeah.
Beast of Nurgle. 11.
I'm actually thinking it might be the opposite. You know, I think they
mean-
might even they might nerf they might bring the points up too much. Like they might like
It's also
those battle
possible.
line units have like literally
Caster,
3 times as
9.
many
Oh my
text
God,
on them.
those are
Like you know what I'm saying?
insane
Like
shit.
Fingers
Rodigus.
crossed, sisters go up in points again. What have sisters done to you? Sisters have not been. Sisters are just fine.
sisters are underperforming.
Demon Prince.
Yeah, I mean, I think they have a build that's really
4.
good, but they're not exactly romping around. Be nice to sisters. Unbelievable.
Not touching.
What did Marvin Vol ever do to you? What did the permanently
These
loan
are-
up Triumph of St. Catherine
Shows
ever
some
do to you?
damage. I can't take your
18
call.
attacks, 18 wounds.
Yeah. It's only AP2.
That's fine. I need a battle shock on the Doomsday Arc at -1, I think.
It's only AP2, and she only gives the sisters army like 40 inches of movement
Right.
throughout the game.
Yeah,
I like-
that's it.
I like
Would
my
you
Triumph.
to
Sick
throw?
model, sick rules.
I see no reason to do that.
And yeah, Morven never did anything wrong. She's perfectly
You get
balanced and a
fights first,
queen,
so Demon
and
Prince on 1
nothing
win.
should ever change with Morven.
Or you just fight him first, and Rodigus one-shots the Doomsday Arc.
Yeah, I mean, you could also then interrupt and maybe kill his playcaster or something. But
That's true.
Yeah.
Then he would have lost, you
whatever.
know,
If
more
anything,
than
It's a whole extra unit.
one
better.
unit.
I mean, right now we've
Just-
lost a Chaos Spawn, to
I
be
mean, I could do
extremely
both,
clear.
but I
We did
don't
lose
see
a
why we
Chaos
should.
Spawn.
two whole chaos bonds.
2 whole Chaos Spawn, 1 unit.
So you're -2 toughness here, actually.
I don't feel so
Okay,
good, Mr. Stark.
Brad, I guess, is gonna pick the
Fingers
Doomsday
crossed, both
Pilots.
sisters and the crabs go up. You're just really targeting me. I don't know. I feel like I haven't done anything to deserve this. Just gonna try to win an
do you think
RTT
that-
this weekend. That's all.
Do you think the second one should go up?
Based
Like,
everywhere.
do you think the second
Brad
crab
is
should go
gonna
up?
pick Doomsday Arc
Easy?
for extra damage. He's going
To be honest,
strike.
it's easy to say yes because I think they're still incredible.
Dude,
My fence sitting
brutal.
answer would be that I would say that the first one should go down a little bit and then the second one should go up even further, so that two of them are more, but one is cheaper. Because I don't think they're that overbearing with just
Saves
one.
3.
I think they're very good, but I don't
Four
think the
damage.
problem comes when you have to deal with both of them, or three of them, obviously.
Down at 8.
But honestly, my other answer would be that like EC was just brought a shit ton of defilers to the WTC, and they won it under 40, like it was like 46%. So they're not.
Well,
people
I-
like them and
well-
they're bringing them a lot, but they're not exactly like winning all the events, and they're not winning at an orc level. So you could argue that they're perfectly fine.
I think they were getting all the
clean one.
all the
unit.
down pairs though, right? They were getting all the
Like
no help pairings. They were like a lot of the EC players were like playing against orcs. Like just, like,
Yeah, it's part
trying
of it,
to
but I
explore.
EC's been a very good army in 11th edition, but they're a
Five
very good
twos.
army at going like 3 and 2, 4
Five
and
at
1. They're not a good
-2.
army at winning events. Like they're not winning a lot of events. So to me,
Because
that's
you have some hard fails, right? You have some lists that are
Orcs
just
are
like
just really
hard
bad, yeah.
unplayable.
Damn.
Yeah,
'cause
Yeah,
he
but I
never
don't know.
always
I think-
means
I mean,
Welsh
again, I'm
Roman
obviously
cutscene.
biased, so it's hard for me to say, but I don't think EC is showing results
one.
that like are flashing
Yeah.
red, like need
wait,
to be
no.
nerfed.
Yeah, it takes one.
I think they're
It's 3
probably
games
fine where
also.
they're at. Maybe can be adjusted a bit. Again, I would be
Oh, you
fine with
failed
lower the
four?
first defiler. Like
Yeah,
maybe
no,
instead of
one
it being
damage each.
330, it's
One damage each.
320, 310,
Okay,
and then
so-
the second one goes up to like 380 or something.
he's
So
on
it
five.
the second one, two of them
Um,
cost the same, or even 10 points more if you want to do that. Where the first one is a little bit cheaper, and I think that would be a fine compromise if you did want to stop the double crab spam.
Well, I don't hate the double crab. Like I don't think the double crab is like.
I think outside of that, I
particularly
think EC is
aggressive or
perfectly fine.
particularly-
It's
So
just
there's
the
three
question
right
is the
now,
defilers. I think
so
everything else is in a pretty
twos. One
pretty
dev
fine
for 2
power
damage
balance
and
to
one
points.
save
I
at
don't think any of
-2.
it's really too
I
scary.
wish they would
Four
make it so that
damage.
you have less of an
One.
incentive to want to take the second one because let's say there's no safe
caster.
staging spots, or if there's just super awkward movement, or
Use
if your stratagems
hit,
just
lethal,
don't like your
-2.
buffs are stratagems, so they can never go on multiple units or whatever. Like,
Fails.
I think there's lots of like ways
what-
that they
what
can
else do you
balance
have?
it so you aren't incentivized to
defiler?
take a second one. Like you should want to take other units in your army. You know what I'm
Go for it if you want
Yeah, I agree.
to
Yeah,
reroll it.
I mean, I
have
think the
CP,
best way
it's-
is the
It's the end of the game. I
is
should have
the
interrupted. I
points,
kind of forgot
the
to.
stepper
in
cost. That's
case
like
it-
what it's there for, to stop spam, but
Yeah.
allow you to still take one of your cool big crapmen.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. Also, shout out to Lamb who paid off Hayden in the chat to say that we should lower the
I'm
price of
rolling
every
so
guard
it's
unit
just
so you can
five
see
at
15
-3.
tanks.
Yeah, he's super dead.
Check is in the mail. Lamb doing the good work.
You can-
Yeah, guard is almost certainly
Still
going to
might
get
be no
some
prince
kind
of
of
your
buff,
Doomsday
but
Arc,
it's
I
it's not
guess.
going to be in the tanks for sure. Tanks are not going to get
Who
buffed.
knows?
Tank-
Maybe it will.
The tanks are going to stay where they're at.
Nope.
Rogodorns might even keep going up, but it won't matter.
Okay.
People are going to take 2.
So I'll
Here's
get
what
to
it
the
is.
target 5. Previous blow.
So it's all over but the crying for Dylan now. We are down
can't
to this
score
Doomsday Arc
defend
and these
because
two
of Captain
Ophidians.
Secondary.
We finished off the
So
Imhotep
89
and
is my
the
final score.
Lich Guard.
Cool.
Yeah, 2 CP.
I will see what happens. Maybe I can fix a little bit of this. This
I think
place.
guy's up.
Dustin should have gotten to 99 here potentially.
No, because
Yeah.
they're.
I think
like,
he's misscoring.
my only thing to
Like
charge
here,
the
he counted
demon
display of
prince.
might in this turn, which it wasn't this turn. It was last turn.
Need to see. I mean,
guess
like, if
defend
I
as well,
spike
right?
Really
So-
hard and you fail.
And
saves,
then
maybe I kill
something
that.
else
That's
last turn was also the turn
I
before
can't
as
shoot
well.
Rodigus with it.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I can't get tempting no matter what.
New
I do.
fastest
for the
game.
RTT
We're
will-
right online for the
Do you
RTT.
think for the RTT we'll still use
Those
like
are
the
really bad
full
secondaries down
board,
on.
so players can use the in-game thing in addition to the online one? So whoever's on the streamer table,
Primary,
they
don't
use the
get
online
any-
one.
The streamer table will use
Like-
this table, and then the everyone else will
kill.
just use the regular board.
This, like,
Because yeah, we don't want to set up
you have all the
games
shit.
for everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll just have the
Fine,
one
fine. Oh, whoops,
on
that's not what I wanted.
on the overlay that gets sent, so we don't
Come
have
on
to
in, the
do
water's
any work.
fine.
Well,
Other
they
than
could do
Battle
both,
Shock,
right?
that
Like,
guy
because it
doesn't
doesn't hurt
bother
to
me.
have the in-game
He's fine.
stuff because it's just easier to see. I think than the
Reanimates
app,
on
like for the players, like
Ophidians, they
you know,
get
because
the guy
like
back
I'm used to
too.
using the thing in-game, right?
Yeah, I just
Doomsday.
for the people on stream, we'll just do the same we do for our guys, where they
Shooting
just do the tablet. The
Doomsday will
reason
put
being
the
that
little rounds
so they
on
don't have to
Rodriguez,
enter
the
things
big
in
gun
twice.
into Defiler because he can't shoot at Rodriguez.
One thing we could do
Pretty grand.
is
Like I would be willing to do it
Pilots
twice. That's what I'm
covered
saying. Like
plus
I'm willing to
age
enter it on the
plus
game
Yeah.
and then just use that as a reference to like copy over because like
yeah, but then
you know, 'cause, like,
then
it's
they
just the
don't,
most
and now it's
visually-
not updating for the stream, and then I don't want to have to sit there and message them. Okay, if you're on the streamer table
Just
at an
one.
RTT,
AP
number one, play your game clean,
He's good.
and you know, number two, keep your score updated.
Yeah.
No heavy, so these are on 5s.
Over here making a Tau Codex wish list. Like I'm not going to get 2 model refreshes and half your list sent to Legends. I don't think half your army will get sent to Legends. Yeah, I wouldn't expect a ton of stuff.
No,
I'm excited for
is
the Tau
totally
Codex
fine.
because I think Tau needs a bit of a rework to
Big
fit in
two.
11th. Like I think the spotting thing is
Openings.
awkward with how 11th works. I
Down
think
to
that the toe-in stuff is really strong for Tau, but they might just need some
Charges.
adjustments to make them feel good to play with and good to play against, because that's a hard line to maintain.
I don't think anything is
Dev
going to get
wounds,
legended from the Tau Codex. Everything
they
seems
didn't
like
follow
most of the stuff that's in the maybe
Probably
like
just
some
the
of the characters,
probably
whatever.
just the Twin Lance, right? Probably get rid of that.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff is
Service?
pretty fresh. Like all the suits are still
strength
pretty new,
full,
like relatively
so,
speaking.
Yeah, just dev wounds. That's a lot of devs. He's very dev.
Like all the crude
Let's get
stuff is
going.
all new. What else?
I
Yeah.
do D3 damage.
Yeah, the army is very. All the models
To the
are actually pretty
DDA,
fresh, pretty
3
new.
to the Ophidians 1.
Can't think of anything that
Rodriguez makes
desperately
extra
needs to
damage
get
DDA.
refreshed.
How does Tau not have a mechanic unit? That is a great question. Because healing should happen less in this game, not more.
Yes, fights.
That's my official response. But yeah, that is a good point. Probably should have. If orcs can have a mech, why can't Tau?
People,
Mhm.
3s, 4 at your invuln.
I guess this is Rodriguez into the Doomsday. Yeah, it must be.
Save all.
Maybe it's like their stuff is so advanced that like the ship fixes
Alright,
it. You
I
know,
guess
they
we
have
can
to
sort
fix it on
out.
the ship. Like there's no like battlefield dress.
I mean, I just get assassination, bring it down for this turn. Oh, I guess I get no priz as well. For
We
one.
took down a second unit.
So Dylan scoring a bit. Yep, we
Cool.
did kill the Demon Prince.
I don't get anything. Oh no, I did kill a unit. I don't control the center. Okay. That is the-
89 to 53 looks
89
like the end of the
53.
score. So
GG's.
that is a
You guys are unmuted.
19-1, I think.
How's it going?
Hey, hey,
Hello,
welcome back.
Welcome back. Well played. You guys speed running the game yet again. Got
It's funner when
everything.
you're fast.
It's, especially when you guys both took turns 1 and 2, basically being like, no, you move. No, you move. Yeah, you play the game.
Well, joke's on you. That was my movement phase. I just moved that slow.
True.
He
yeah,
moved
sorry.
max.
I forget, Death Guard. You guys are so slow doing your best.
I'm
I
pretty
just
slow too.
seeing these defilers, man. You only move 12 inches. How do you live with yourself? Could never do. But yeah, definitely a good game. It's always nice to see the floating building flying around, Dylan. So that's always a treat.
I love it.
What a
Still trying to
hilarious
make
model.
it good.
It's a 420 point unit that shoots okay
Working
and
on
then
it.
moves some things around. Yeah, I'm sure you'll.
It
you'll
really
get
is
there.
the casino cannon of all casino cannons.
Yep. Yeah, you get enough sustained D3, it starts getting real interesting.
It's bad. I've shot 2 volleys of 2 of those things at somebody and blew up like both of his main vehicles in one turn. It was pretty good.
But then sometimes you only hit with twice, no sustained. Then they save one,
Yep.
and you're like, uh-oh.
Yeah. Mhm.
Feast
Then you
or
cry
famine.
and it's game over.
Yeah. All right. Well, don't want to keep you guys here any longer. You were kind enough to get a nice clean game, so we will wrap it up there. Thank you everybody for joining us and who watched. Shout out again specifically to Dylan and Lamb as well. We mentioned during the game, but you guys stepping in on short notice because we had a cancellation. But yeah, thank you everybody who watched. If you're new to the streams or if you're watching this later as a video, we do this twice a week, Monday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific time. We just do these TTS streams with commentators, so 2 people play as well as they can. 2 people keep you guys entertained and keep it interesting. So if you like that, please like the video, subscribe to the channel so you get notified when we go live and we post one of our other videos. And just 2 more quick plugs before we go to the end. Again, if you're interested in playing with us and potentially playing on stream, we have a TTS event next Saturday. So if you're interested in playing, please check the link in the description. You can sign up, and if you're not going to play, be sure to check in on Saturday, as we will be live for all 3 rounds with a streamer table for one of those rounds. And again, one last shout out to our channel sponsor Hades. If you are looking to get some 11th edition terrain, you can get a really great set along with the footprints. Link is in the description. There is a discount code that you can use that supports our channel and gets you the terrain for cheaper. So thank you again to everybody who joined us. That will be it for us on the live stream. We'll see you again next Monday for another live stream, and check the channel tomorrow for our schedule for the upcoming week. So thank you, everybody, and until Monday, have a nice day.